options instead of, first of all, I'm surprised that it's Chris's idea, but is it Chris's idea because she doesn't want me to catch feelings for someone she thinks I might be catching feelings for? Or is it because she really thinks I should? Because usually she's on the same page as Shay, and Shay is like, don't date anybody. And I've been really good with not dating anybody. Like, it has not bothered me at all. And I even feel like I got to the point where like I just didn't even desire it. Because let me tell you, those apps can be such a time suck, and like, I ain't got time for that shit. I had to turn the notifications off because it was just overwhelming. It is definitely an ego boost though, because you're like, there's like hundreds and hundreds. Oh, here's there's like hundreds of men in there, and they're all like, they're so pretty. Like, okay, one day a week, bro. These are the mitts. I need to link them today, but I only use one on my hand at a time, and they come with a ton of them. But they are, remember when I went to that spa? It's called We Spa. It's like Castle Spa in Dallas, kind of. I think it's probably way nicer, and I've never been to the Castle one, but the one in LA is great. It's called We Spa, W-I. But you get butt naked, and they have sauna rooms. They scrub your whole body down with those gloves. It takes every inch of spray tan off of you, and you leave there feeling like a baby. It's great. You do got to be naked the whole time, but honestly, no one's looking at you, so it doesn't matter. And it's like, it's not co-ed. Like, the boys go on the other side, so I like it. But also, I'm fine being naked. Okay. So, remind me to link those today. I'm getting like a little bit later start than I wanted to. Charlotte Tilbury. Bougie. They're usually out of this. Let me tell you how much it cost. Oh, Airbrush Foundation, $49. So not horrible. My favorite is still Double Wear from Estee Lauder. I'm going to crimp my roots and do my makeup at the same time. Okay, so I'm trying to let the biofreeze on my neck dry before I put my hair down. With this whole 41 dates thing. So, I haven't gone on a date with anybody. I think yes to 41. Let's see what's out there. It will let you know if you really... Okay, I know. And everybody... So, it's like y'all are saying yes, but like the people that know me are saying no. And actually, they're not saying no. Shay and Sarah said no. Carissa said yes. I haven't asked the group text yet because honestly, they're probably going to say the same thing as Shay. I'm very surprised Carissa even came up with this idea. But part of me is like, I think she just doesn't want me to catch feelings with somebody she thinks I might catch feelings with. Here's the negatives. The negative is I tend to like talk too much, like tell too much of my story to someone right out the gate, but that's why I was saying I don't want to necessarily have to like talk to them at all before on the phone, because then I'll be like telling them my whole life story, you know? So I have a filter on because my face is gross. I'll take it off in a little bit when I look better. But if I went on 41 dates, first of all, could I do 41 dates by the end of the year and then I won't like get in an actual relationship with somebody till I've gone on 41 dates? Maybe Shay would be more up with that. And I mean, I have time because my kid's 16 and has friends and does all that. He does not spend first, third, and fifth weekend with his dad like he should. I don't even think his dad's home this weekend, of course. So maybe, I don't know. Is it a good idea or no? Also, what if I end up liking the other person? I mean, I guess honestly, I can pull the eject button anytime I want. But like yesterday, I was literally like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And now I'm like, either I'm going to like one person or go on 41 dates. And I know that it's unhealthy to exhibit extreme behaviors, and I'm cognizant of that. So I'm trying to figure out, like, why am I think I'm just weighing it back and forth in my head. Somebody please take these flutter habits off my hand. Order something from my store and leave me a note. I just smacked myself in the face. And say, I want one of your flutter habit boxes, okay? And I'll send it to you. My outfit today. I'm not going to wear this out. I just needed something that was easy to pop on. I'm going to wear one of my new pieces, but this is the Thought You Should Know romper. So I think I can't even believe I'm like contemplating this. And part of me is thinking like, you're contemplating this because you think you might like someone and you don't want to like someone. So I don't know. Okay, I might have been talking about a different story. The ones I saw were craziness that you've been through. Oh, yeah, I know that's enough. Like no asking certain questions or talking before the date, no redating the same person. That's the other thing too. So since I am going through all that stuff with like my ex and his little stalker sidekick, that's a lot of people like Googling me and getting in my business. And Like, number one rule is I don't want any of them to follow me on social media, because that's how she figured out who Jason was, the guy I was dating before. And, which is gross. She, like, went through my follower list. So that's number one. Plus, like, I do tell guys in advance, like, hey, my social media is for me and my girlfriend, so please don't follow me. There's nothing you need to know there, whatever. I don't know. Or should I just ixnay that idea altogether and just tell you about... But then I don't want to be telling, like, I don't know. I haven't had any, like, horrible experiences. I guess you might say that. I got cheated on my birthday. We're still good friends now, but, like, no. We are never doing that rodeo again. 100%. So maybe I could just go through the people I have dated. Let me see what you say. Hi, Kenny. Hi, Annie. Hi, Angela. I watched your stories and sent you a response. Hi, guys. Watch the video on my page that says, Jesus sees your text. It starts off kind of slow where I'm like not talking about anything, and then I start really getting into it and I break down a lot of the details, because everybody's always like, how did he get away with it? Two things. Like, it boils down to two things: fraudulent tax returns and fraudulent profit and loss statements, period. Those two, and that's it. And the answer is, can I appeal? Yes. Do I have any money to do that? No. So girl got to go back to work. So get your ass on the website and we can go appeal it. But until then, and I only have 30 days to appeal. So it is what it is. Time is valuable. Our 41 dates. See, that's another thing. That is a good point. Our 41 dates worth your time. It's 41 different dates. Do you want 41 people to have access to you? That's another thing. So that's when I was thinking, okay, what if I just say this? I won't get into a relationship until I've gone on 41 dates with one person. Like, is that unrealistic? Because I just don't think I want to know about 41 different people. And because I know there are so many options, like, my inbox in Hinge is stacked. And I'll tell you, they range from, like, these little 32-year-olds out there where I'm like, bro, no. Like, I'm about to be 41. That is ridiculous. You are, like, double the age of my son. That is not okay. One was 27. And I was like, no, my God. I'm old enough to be your mama. I mean, granted, it would have been young, but still, it's possible. But there's some, like, great men out there. It would be great to, like, I wish I could go through them and be like, look, you'd be great for my girlfriend XYZ. I don't know. And I'll tell you this. I think the key to finding, like, the better quality guys on those apps, too, is, like, don't make your profile sound needy. Don't post a bunch of pictures of you going out. There are, like, immediate red flags that you can see on someone's profile. First of all, if they talk in capital letters on a profile, they're going to talk in that, like that to you in text. But... so with this whole subscription page thing, I could start the subscription page and I could say that that's the only place I talk about my dating life, because everybody's always saying to do it. Facebook sent me that thing asking if I want to be blue check verified. So if I do that, like, it might be fun. And then if old Captain Crazy Ass wants to follow along, like, at least you got to pay the $10 every month, you know? So that's expensive too. Can we do like $5.99 or something? So, I don't know. What do you think? Also, if I did the subscription thing, because I don't even know if I want to do that, it would make me feel like there was a little bit more of my life that's private. Because, like, I'm doing every bit of my roots today because I'm putting on my clip-in extensions. But since my Instagram is now public for the first time in literally a decade, and honestly, it freaked me out for so long. But now that the divorce is final, it's like, I don't know, it's like liberating. And it's almost like I've kept myself in this box for 10 years and been like, I don't want people to follow me and blah, blah, blah. But then I'm like, you know, the part that I do want people to follow is like the part where they're like on the fence about making a choice. And if they can go look at the bad mistakes that I've made, then I do want you to follow. And I always was like, I don't want people to ever think that I'm different than I am. And I think I need to lose that mindset and just go, look, you have 28,000 people that 100% for sure know your heart. If more people come along after that, that's okay. Because if they don't understand you, then like somebody said, if you have a problem with me, send me a text. If you don't have my phone number, you don't deserve to have a problem with me. So I'm like, okay, these 28,000 people know how to reach me. And then if more people come along, like, they probably won't know how to reach me. So I can just tell my story. I don't know. I'm weird about that growing thing. A lot of the bloggers and influencers that started when I started back in the day, like, obviously are have great platforms right now, but the negative is that they get hate on a lot of their posts. But then the counter to that is I literally had a stalker come in, work for me, sabotage my business, link up with my husband, cause me to get divorced, lose my house, lose my business, lose everything I've ever owned. Like, and then she still got money from me and she's still not shutting up. So, I don't know. So, like, even though nobody ever talks mean to me on my actual posts, like, they're still her crazy. So, I don't know. I think I should do the subscription thing and then maybe just, like, talk about some of the dates. Everybody wants to know about the rugby guy. What do y'all want to know? He was young and fun, and he has a new girlfriend, and I think they are perfect for each other. Also, when we were breaking up, like, I was in contact by some way with his ex-girlfriend, and I freaking love her too. So, that's so funny. Also, every single guy I've dated, except for the last one, and it's just not going to happen because he's a great guy. But the other ones weren't, and all of their, like, not all of their exes, I've been contacted by all of their exes, not all of their exes, some of their exes, and, like, we are all still friends. And I think that's great, because, like, I'm such a girl's girl. The last guy, though, like, he is a great guy, too. We are not compatible emotionally at all. So it is what it is. And I knew that before we went to Europe, but the Europe trip was already booked, so it is what it is. Also, she reached out to him. So we went out of town, had that Great Lake thing. No, I'm going to tell you that on the subscription page. I'll tell you about all that, too. Because that is something I do think, like, factored into it. But God works in the way that he should, so it's okay. We'll talk about that there. That's the other thing. I haven't dated anybody, and I think Whoopi likes that. No, I know he likes that. So, like, God, if he thought his mom was going on 41 dates, like, I think he would be pissed. That's the numero uno big deal to me. I don't know what to do. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm losing sleep over it. But Krista just came up with the idea this morning, and I knew right away Shay was going to not be okay with that. She was so mad. She's like, I'm not even going to talk to you about this anymore today. I was like, I can put it on my subscription page. And she was like, we are not doing this. No. I was like, okay. And she is like my mom, you know? She's like your mom and your best friend rolled into one. Like, I listen to my best friends, and, like, we go out and have fun and whatever. And then there's her, where, like, she's bossy as shit and tells me what I don't want to hear. And sometimes I'm like, she'll be like, I know I'm annoying right now, but I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. And honestly, she's right. But I need to hear it. Like, I call her sometimes and I'm like, excuse me, how come y'all didn't come over today? Like, hello, do not forget about me. And I know my dad, like, really wanted me to maintain that relationship. Like, he wanted them to take care of me and me to take care of them after he died. He was very clear about that. Y'all, my hair is so freaking thick back there. Holy shit. Oh, there's no product in my hair, too. That freaking crimper is bomb. So, Krista, tell me, why did you suggest that? Did you suggest that because you think I'm catching feelings? Because I'm not catching feelings. I just think one person is cooler than all the others. Yeah, there would have to be. What is that girl following you on social and following your social media? Wait, following you on social media and following your social media are different. Courtney, explain that. 41 dates, no relationship, only friendship with the one. Yeah. See, that might be cool too. Like, what if I said, okay, because then I could get off the app too, because there's really no reason to be on this stupid app. Honestly, it's just an ego boost, to tell you the truth. Like, it is funny. A lot of them are also, but it would be funny to, like, tell y'all some of the crazy shit people say. Like, this guy said, we're the same type of weird if you have to leave the volume on an even number. Me too. But also, he's not my type. I don't know what my type is. Apparently my type is narcissist, but I'm growing. My type is definitely dark hair. Because I tried not dark hair and I knew better. Like, blondes are not my type. They're just not. It doesn't do it for me. Maybe you should focus on your goals for your case and then get serious with dating. Yes, she's right. I know. And I got to rebuild. I think in my head, I'm like romanticizing it, you know, and I'm thinking like, it's not going to take much time. Like it's a Saturday afternoon coffee. But like if the person starts texting you, like I've had no one texting me or doing anything for months, and it's been so peaceful. Like my weekends are spent like watching Real Housewives and working on my website, not like worrying about someone else. And that has been like the most calming thing. And like, I don't know, it's just been so nice. I'm so like on the fence. The purpose of dating is to see if someone is a good match for your future. That's a very big point. So if you think 41 different people is kind of a waste, you can't figure someone out that quick. Yeah. Krista said, yes, Jess, that's exactly what I told her. Friend the one she likes, go out and have fun. If he's the one, he'll be the one. I'm friending the one I like anyways. But what if I said, I think it's honestly like I'm feeling like I have to do something because my birthday's coming up and I usually have plans, but now I'm poor, so I have no plans. And so I think that's why I'm like, okay, I have to do something for my birthday. Like, sis, why don't we just have a sale on the website? I keep knocking this over. Like, we do not have to go that far. Krista, I can't see your messages earlier, so tell me. $4.99. That sounds good. Hell yeah, I would not feel guilty about that at all. We all pay $5 a month to listen to me talk about shit that I don't want to say publicly. And then I can keep my Instagram public. That way, if anybody does come and see it, really too, the main reason my Instagram is public, I'll tell you the truth, is because I pray that somebody out there is going to hear my story and either let it save them or help me in some way. My prayer is that people who are going through this, like it is really hard to stay strong. I say it's really hard, but I feel like it wasn't that hard for me, but it's just because I had you guys hyping me up. Most people don't have like this huge online community where people were telling them that they're the shit all the time, like y'all tell me. So for all those regular people who don't have that, they aren't lucky to have that, which I so am. It's like, y'all know I tell you constantly. But the reason it's so important is because had I not had that, and then I had to go read all those things about me, like I would have probably jumped off a bridge. But it's hard to jump off a bridge. So when you are going through the stuff where people are saying ugly things about you on the internet, you start believing it, right? But if you have 9,000 million people telling you, you're great, you're wonderful, that they're crazy, that's not true, and they've been telling you that for a decade, and then you got this one over here who's financially gaining from saying mean things about you, who the only thing she has in common with the other people who she's getting on these weird ass Zoom calls and creating podcasts and shit to talk about me. Like when you have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever the fuck, all the platforms, and you're just talking about that one person, like, and then you're saying and then you're saying you weren't the one stalking me for so long, like you're still doing it. But okay, sis. So I think just the reason I got through all of that was because I had y'all constantly telling me like, no, that is not, like, you're a good human, Becca. But also I've never experienced like really mean people. I've known about the blogs for years. I just didn't give a shit because honestly, the stuff that they're saying, like, it isn't factually true and still isn't now. So like, I can't get mad that somebody lies because you can't control what they do. So you can't get upset that somebody's like telling a bunch of lies because you can't control how they're going to behave. So why would I waste my energy getting mad about something I can't change at all? All I can say is I pray for you. Like, it's gross, especially knowing like I've never had a problem with her. We were about to go to New York on a vacation together. She left the day I said I got a CPA. I have proof that she did a bunch of shit behind the scenes in my business. Like, I don't know. And then she sat on the witness stand and said her and my husband never handled my business finances. Sis, really? Like, he might have deleted your text message, but he didn't delete his text messages with you. Actually, he uploaded them to the Google Drive because that's how fucking stupid he is. 620 pages, FYI. He also had his personal bank account linked to my work QuickBooks. He's so dumb. And it said, like, every Amazon purchase said Becca shopping. Like, what? Every time he got a paycheck, it said cost of goods sold. Every time he withdrew money. No, every time he got a paycheck, it said inventory. Like, in my work QuickBooks, it would say inventory, and it was coded to, like, I have screenshots of everything. I screen recorded it because I knew he was going to figure it out. Honestly, he figured it out because at court, that's the only time I looked at him straight in the face. And that was like, your bank account, your personal account where you've been depositing $9,999 at a time and lying about it, aka the money for my safe, is linked to my work QuickBooks. And I only know because I just got in QuickBooks. I don't know how to use that shit. And I was like, whose account is this? Like, literally, it shows me every transaction. He goes to the Deer Lease constantly. He goes to the liquor store all the fucking time. Goes to Rosa's. Goes to Chipotle. Goes to America's Best Value Inn. We are not the same. You need to listen to that song called, what's that Halsey song? Where she's like, Without Me. You need to listen to that. So anyways, it is what it is. So that's the other thing. If I went on this 41st dates thing, I would have to create a storyline out of it. And I already have a storyline that I have to be focused on. And it's a drag. So maybe the positive, I just thought too, like, whoa, it would be something fun and positive to talk about. But what if it wasn't? Like, what if it was not fun for the dates? Then it's not positive. You can't guarantee a positive outcome. But if I just talk about my business, that is very positive. So I could do that. And now we're going to get it all back on track. My launch party is September 9th. And a bunch of people have been messaging me today and telling me that crazy woman is messaging them. And I guess she's like targeting people that are following me. I thought that like at least if she got her money, she'd like shut the hell up and go away, but clearly no. People said that too. They're like, well, she'll probably leave you alone after she gets her money. No, someone who had already been talking about me for that long on the internet years before I knew her, they're not going to just give up that easy. And I'm not dead or giving up, like defending myself. So I know that she's not going to be quiet anytime soon. But also, thank you for calling me an influencer. That's like so flattering. Does that mean I influence people? I hope it's for the good only. Hope I'm not a bad influencer. Also, some of the stuff you said was really gross, but I don't have to read it anymore. I really have not looked at the blogs one time. So whatever you're typing away, I can't see it, sis. Sorry. But I will say some of my girlfriends have messaged me a bunch over the last 24 hours. And I mean, girls from everywhere. Like my girlfriend in Atlanta just texted me. My girlfriend in Houston just texted me. And she's like, this crazy literally is like the same day as my launch party doing something. So I don't understand. Like, take your dolls and go. But it is what it is. I can't believe anybody ever defended that shit either. Gross. Okay, so maybe we'll do 41 dates with one person before you decide you want to be in a relationship with them. Because I really don't think I want to be in a relationship. But then, I don't know. This wasn't even a thought a week ago. This is why you gotta stay away from the apps. They'd be tempting your mind. But I do want to tell y'all about some of the apps. Like Upward, I don't think is worth it, honestly. There's no one attractive on there. There's like 3 people. And like one of the guys, I talked to him a long time ago. I remember I was on a cruise when I was talking to him. No, that is not a good idea. And he's on a Jesus website, a Jesus blog, or dating app. But it popped up on my Instagram stories, and I was like, Jesus is telling me to get the app. I got to. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. We'll see. I might go do fun things this weekend. I have Kendall's birthday party this weekend. I'm very excited. And I can't believe my baby's going to be 30 years old. Like, I remember her walking in, being a sophomore or junior in college. She was so young. It's wild, too. We're 10 years apart, and that is literally, like, one of my best friends in the entire world. That crazy bitch convinced me to fire, which is the worst thing I've ever done, for sure. Okay, let's put some makeup on. I'll put my hair in a little while. Okay, 2 things I need to correct. Number 1, I think I'm gonna put my extensions back in. Just because I find myself not getting dressed up anymore, and right now I really need to work. Like I need to work, and I find myself like not getting dressed up at all because it takes some time to like, I have to wash my hair every single day now because if you don't crimp your roots right after I wash my hair gets oily immediately. And I tell myself that like I don't have an excuse to put in my clip-ins because I'm not going anywhere today, and like really I should be shooting every single day. So I think I'm gonna put them back in. And secondly, it doesn't cost $400 something. She's $275 to put them back in. So whenever I said however much it was, clearly I didn't know. She's good. So y'all should go see her. Yes to subscribing. You need You need a Fight Back subscription page. Yeah, and that's the other thing. I think I would also put all the details about that. I don't know, though, but maybe not. Because, my prayer is that one day, like, somebody's going to see this and see the crime that it is. And not just... See, because, like, in the very beginning of all that stuff, the police were like, you need to sue her. You have a slam dunk case. Both of them, the two girls. They were like, you need to sue them. You need to sue them. Like, even on the police video, one of them says, after she says, she told Crystal everything that Crystal says on the blog, and that the only two people that would know what's on the blog is those things from me are them two. And she asks, can she get in trouble for violating her confidentiality agreement? The officer says, yes, you could. That was November 6th, 2020. December 8th, Ben went to the warehouse, got on my computer, and December 9th, I have the text messages, I'll show you when we get to the day. But December 9th, I texted him and said, hey, babe, whenever you're at the office, this is 2020, a year before we got divorced. I said, hey, whenever you're at the office and you're using my computer, make sure you log out because your email was pulled up. And somebody was accessing the confidentiality agreements. In my head, I didn't know till like a year later that, or like maybe 4 or 5 months later, that the whole confidentiality agreement was even a question. So that's when he deleted them from the system. So she didn't delete her own confidentiality agreement. He deleted it from my desk. And Google tells you who deleted the item. So to say it wasn't you, like, then I'm telling you right now, he deleted the confidentiality agreements from our Google Drive, factually speaking. And if I'm lying, let's go back to court. Because then I get to bring Google and they will show you all the things. So it's fucking gross. That's when I started crying at court. That is when I lost it. Because for Google to tell you, like factually speaking, you know, because everybody has like a user account. And so whenever that was brought up, like I lost it. And apparently in court, you're not supposed to lose it. You're supposed to sit there like with a brave face, and I'm not good at that. So I ducked my head like this down under the stand because I didn't want him to see me cry. But that was definitely more hard for me for sure. And really, oh shit, I'm sorry. And really because it's like those concrete things make it the hardest. There's a lot of facts, but some of them are like set in stone. Like when I found out about text messages, that was one. Where's my freaking makeup bag? But the Google telling me that he deleted the confidentiality agreements, that was really hard. And that happened. I think it's really hard too because there was so long, like over a year. My dad died like 4 months later. So it's like there was so long that we were together in the same house, and then like you should have just gone, bro. You would have got more money than you ended up with for sure. Because now you're gonna have to spend all that back one day. Because I'm gonna get back to work, and I'm gonna not just lay down and take it. You know, it is what it is. So, I don't even know where I was going with all that. It's gonna take me 5 hours to put makeup on. If he is the one, he'll be there. He would not want to hold her back and let her figure out. I know. No, there's no the one though. I don't want to be with anybody. But I do like enjoy the friendship of one person. I'm $5 out. Sorry, Stace. What, you want to $5 subscriptions? And I don't like, it's not a requirement that anybody do it, obviously. This is the Hydro Grip Primer from e.l.f. The thing is, you have to let it sit on your skin for a couple minutes, and it feels like Elmer's glue. But boy, it lets your makeup sit on your face all day long. I like it because it's kind of thick too, and it keeps like my nose pores filled. She's not wanting a serious relationship. She's finding herself after tragedy. Otherwise, I'd agree with you. I'm strictly advising lunch, coffee, dinner, drinks, and then update us on each date and go on to the next. I know. But like, do y'all really think I'd be able to go on a date and not be like, hi, I just got divorced after 17 years and I was stalked on the internet for several years before that, and then she sued me, and then she won because my attorney didn't say a single thing to defend me, and then he billed me $155,000 for 8 weeks, and then I was supposed to file a malpractice suit, and I couldn't because I didn't have any money. Like, it's a lot. Subscriptions should be trackable. Oh, well, we already know who some of them are. Like, I can tell you specifically 4 different people, for sure. But also, I don't give a shit. Like, go sit there with your little troll friends. This is my face telling you what I think. Just dates, not boyfriends. But like 41 people? That's a lot. Okay, 2 new brushes. One is for foundation and one is for I don't know. What did she tell me to get that one for? Hold on. This is for foundation. But I have a little baggie of gift cards that I got. I found 2 gift cards in a cup the other day. Then I found a Sephora gift card the other day. 2 Sephora gift cards. So one was a store credit and one was a gift card. I bought something when I was in Paris at Sephora and returned it here, and they don't give you your money back because you paid in Parisian dollars, so I had to get the gift card. One of them's a foundation brush, and the other one, I think we're going to use it for what? Oh, for contour, because I got the Man-Eater contour stick from Tarte, which works better than the Fenty one. Even the girl at Sephora was like, damn, that works really good, because I brought it there. I asked her what kind of brush to use. Okay. Thank you. My hair looks like this because it's 100% full of the crimper. Like, without it, before I got in the shower today, it was disgusting. Like, you could see the whole dome of my head going backwards. But, like, look at this. I mean, it is good. Now, I don't think this is something, like, I'd run to Walmart like this because I don't care. But, like, I wouldn't go on a date with my hair like this. Because they'd be like, bitch, you don't look like your pictures. I told somebody, okay, so one guy on Hinge, see, I want to tell this kind of stuff. One guy on Hinge was like, don't, because there's like prompts, okay? And one of them says, also one of the prompts on Upward said, if you were on Noah's Ark, finish the prompt. If I was on Noah's Ark and I said, I would kill all the mosquitoes, and they would name like a city after me when I got home, or at least a street, because no one wants fucking mosquitoes. But they have all these prompts. And so one of them, like mine, says something like, green flags I look for. And it said empathy, not having an avoidant attachment style, and what's the other one? Not having an STD, and something else. But a lot, like I have a picture of me at a baseball game, and then I say like the worst or the best first date is, and I said a baseball game, and then people message me and they'll be like, the Astros suck, and I'm like, that's like not a good thing to say first thing out of the gate. But I've had a friggin' invite to every Rangers game in the last, well, they come home on Friday, but everybody wants to go to a Rangers game. Although one guy asked me if I wanted to go to Africa. That was like his first line. I screenshot it and sent it to Carissa. And I'm like, if you're not coming with this kind of energy, I don't want it. I wrote him back and I'm like, I screenshotted your message and sent it to my friends and told them if they're not coming with this kind of energy. He was like, let's go. I'm like, no, we can't. You're a stranger. We can't go to Africa. Okay, hold on. No, I can't do the 41 dates thing. Don't give yourself that pressure. Yeah, and I don't want to be that distracted because I don't even want to have to like put 41 people's names in my phone, you know? I think I'm just going to say I'm going to go on 41 dates with one person before I allow myself to say I'm in a relationship. That seems like a healthier option. I feel like my counselor would be more proud of that. I need this to dry. It's like a little bit too sticky. Watch. You want to see how sticky it is? I need something flat-sided. Okay. There's a girl from Texas that did the First Day Chronicles, and it did not end well. See? Yeah, and if you think about it, like, what is it going to really end well? They can still creep on your social even if you're not an official follower. I don't know, but have you thought about starting a podcast? I don't even know I'm a video person. I can't do, like, a podcast where you just hear my voice because then, like, things wouldn't be well received. That's another thing. See, okay, I'm definitely doing the subscription thing. Because there's, like, situations where I've said stuff during text. Y'all, these are the new bracelets. During text, and people have taken it totally the wrong way. And I'm just like, damn. Like, I asked one guy about the Barbie movie, and if he would ever go watch it with me. Like, I wasn't saying, do you want to go? I was like, if I asked you to watch it with me, would you ever? And he, like, lost his shit. And I was like, okay. And then, yeah. See, I'll tell y'all the rest. Because then he lost his shit about something else later on. And I'm like, that's like 2 red flags in a row. I'm good. If you've ever been with a narcissist, it's hard to tell to pick a real man. Would mess up the 41 so quickly if they all texted. So in my phone, I keep their names in there, like, which one? What does it say? The Chad, like pulling teeth, but not a dentist. What else? Oh, Jeff, my type, but Android with the vomit emoji. No. What was the other one? Oh. Yeah, there are some stories I need to tell you. Like, one guy told me his 3 red flags, like, in the conversation, and, like, all 3 of them are absolutely no's, and he was like, no judgment, I knew I shouldn't have told you, and I'm like, no, I'm so proud of you for telling me, and then I had to write back, like, although it's not going to be a good fit for me, I admire you sharing your story, and I think you should in the future, and he's like, do you think I should put it on my profile? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Put that on there so they could swipe no right away. So, and like, there's all kinds of guys on these dating apps too. Like, you'll see CEOs, you'll see, like, I've seen, like, one guy's like, I'm a recovering addict, and then another guy's like, I own an airport. Like, it just varies. But also, it would be cool to talk to y'all about things that you should look out for, because you can tell very quickly with these guys. It is not rocket science. Like, it is not as hard as I thought before. But I think one of the mistakes that I made before was talking to them too much before the first date. And then I convinced myself that I like them, even though I shouldn't probably like them. And I wasn't looking at the red flags. And now I do. Like, if somebody says something that they shouldn't say or in some type of way, I just draw a boundary really quick. And I'm like, hey, listen, it's not going to fly here. I know I was telling y'all earlier, but I think I might have deleted the story. But did I tell y'all about the guy where he told me that he was just looking for something fun, and I told him, that's fine, your friend's hotter? I gotta tell y'all that story too. He's great. I do think that guy will be my friend. And since every male-female relationship, I think one of the people secretly really would sleep with the other one, he would definitely be that person. I wouldn't want to sleep with him, so we could get that out of the way. I don't want to do that. I told you to block your birth date off. Oh, yeah, you did. What are we doing? So I guess I can't go out with a guy that day. So I talked to one person and we had the same birthday. Then another person, his birthday's the day after mine. I'm like, this is crazy. We could watch 41 First Dates on a Zoom and then make the people show. That's so funny. Oh, you don't have to, Miss Martin. You don't have to. Can you name drop who she is? Her name's Crystal. No, not the one that I named my store after. No, I haven't talked to her. She was actually supposed to be my kid's godparent. No. Her name's Crystal, and if you follow any of her stuff, you automatically get blocked from mine, so don't go do that. Don't even give her the views. That's what she wants. I make her relevant. Does it feel good to hear that? You know, she's just trying to ruin my life, and I'm just trying to keep living. But she doesn't really have a story outside of, you know, what she's done to me. So she likes to keep talking and telling it. And I let her do that for a long time, and now I'm going to tell the truth and show the receipts. It's like, what are you gonna, I don't know. And I don't have to read the dumb shit she says anymore. It's so nice. God. Like, I used to have to read it to go to, you know, thinking I was going to use it at court. The thing too is with evidence, just because you have the evidence does not mean your attorney is going to show it. I had a video 31 minutes long of him literally saying we should not ask the IRS for an audit, which I didn't know you couldn't do anyways, but you can't. And that a forensic accountant is not as smart as a CPA. And that we should not tell the bank that we only have $275K in inventory, and if we do, we're gonna have to start our loan process over. To which my reply was, that'll be fine, I'll just do another live video. And in the end of that, what the end result was that after we got off the phone, because I was recording myself talking to him, that's why he wanted in my iCloud so he could get those videos out. But anyways, after I recorded myself, I recorded myself in the mirror talking to him on the phone. And so after he had said all that stuff, I hung up and I was like, I ain't lying to nobody for you. And then I filed for divorce immediately after. And then I emailed the bank and said, he has lied to you about how much inventory we have, and I'm not signing anything that says something different than what we have. And the point of all that was, for years he had been telling the IRS I didn't do our taxes, did not know anything about the money. All I know is he would say, do you want a paycheck? And I would say, how much is my credit card bill? He would tell me and I would say yes or no. And that's it. And so basically it was I'm not going to take a big paycheck if I have a credit card bill. But then this stuff smells weird. But it covers good, huh? But then weird stuff started happening right before my dad died. He wrote us $50,000 in paychecks for 2 weeks. And I'm like, what the fuck? But I didn't realize that till I was at the car dealership while he was out of town and I was buying a car, because for 7 months I didn't have a vehicle, because he told me, Chase said I couldn't finance a vehicle, and Chase told me they never said that. So I got a car. And then I filed for divorce. And then he convinced me not to divorce him. Because why? Because I told the bank that I'm not signing on the loan. So if I don't sign on the loan, he doesn't have the $1 million in equity in our house to try to take from me. It all ties together. And we'll talk about it on the subscription channel. That's what we'll do. Yeah, maybe that's a healthier option than going on 41 dates. That is the biggest question too. Do I really want 41 people to have access to me? I'm not a unicorn if everybody has access, you know? bad enough my Instagram's public. But I'm telling you, the only reason my Instagram is public is because my hope is that somebody will hear my story and either it'll save them, they'll learn from it, like they can understand, like, you shouldn't worry about what people on the internet say, because it could be literally people who are only there to destroy you no matter how good you are to them. And that somebody hears it that says, hey, like, I'll step in. Because at this point, like, I would literally pay every dollar I would get back just to, like, be redeemed in all this. And just to be able to have my name back. Like, to buy my name as a website, that's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. That's so weird. Like, so weird. If you're not stalking me, why did you purchase my name? She said to what's it called? To repair her online reputation. But you don't have one. You didn't have one before this. You're gonna have one after. Now we all just think you're fucking nuts. Period. So, and now I get to tell the whole story. How are you going to refute the truth? It's so weird. This isn't like a me versus you thing. It's like, I'm the truth and you're still lying. So, have a good day. Leave me alone. Or don't have a good day, honestly. Just leave me alone. Anyways, it is what it is. It's just heartbreaking because my husband was involved too. And everybody told me, and I was like, no, y'all, he wouldn't do that. And turns out he would. Okay, so this is a very thick foundation. I still like Estee Lauder Double Wear better. This is good. It just doesn't slide around. So if you use face tape from Tarte, it's a little more glidey. This is not as glidey as face tape from Tarte. I'm using a brush too, and I don't usually do that, but I had a long talk with my Sephora lady, and she was like, oh, you should try using a brush, blah, blah, blah. It's more coverage. I feel like with a brush, you can see more lines. But it's also a brand new brush, so maybe it's just not broken in yet. Okay, Becca's in between not looking for her forever. Can you get a restraining order? Yes, I'm trying. I would like to see you settle down by the time Whoopi graduates. Other than that, have someone take you to dinner. I don't ever have to see them again. I know, but it's like, number one, that's not nice. Number two, because like, what if that person like really likes me? They just wasted their money. That's like not good karma to be putting out there, you know? But also, like, I don't want to talk about myself to 41 different people. Oh, shit. Hold on. Come in! Is the door locked? Hold on. I bet it is. I think Karina's here. Hold on. Oh, sorry. This is going to be a really long video, I guess. How many people are in here? 221 people? Hold on, I'm coming. Why don't you have a key? I'm lazy. Hi, gorgeous. You do have a key, you asshole? What? Will you give me my package? She said. I'm on a video on my sis. Okay. I made breakfast if you're hungry at noon. She said I do have a key. I was just lazy. You asshole, you're knocked twice. Okay, so this is what we've decided then. We'll do the subscription page, and that's where we'll talk about all the things. That doesn't make me feel guilty though. It makes me feel like I'm like making people pay for me to tell them. But also, it's not that. See, I need to take the guilt out of it. I'm having people pay if they want access to things that I don't want the general public to have access to. Is that right? I don't know. I need to take the guilt out of business. Like, I just feel guilty. They say if you're looking for Mr. Right, then you'll find the wrong one. I'm not looking for anything, though. Have you tried dry shampoo? Not Your Mama's from Walmart. Yeah, and I don't like it because it's like it has a texture to it. This hair powder that I use has literally no texture. It just goes straight on. But, like, if I would have done this before I trimmed my roots today, you'd be seeing the shape of my head go backwards. I had all my dates lined up when I met James. Krista, you can't talk about when you met James because that was a fucking decade ago. Things are different. Shay was trying to tell me how it was when she was dating. And I was like, I'll use Morse code. Like, it's a different time. Now we can like Google people and like if you can like literally in your hotel. Listen, you want to see how bad humanity is? Go get on one of those Facebook pages called Are We Dating the Same Person? It's horrible. Karina, I missed you, babe.
I know, I missed you too.
My neck hurts really bad. Come give me a hug. I can't turn my head that way that much. I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. I'm gonna finish putting on my makeup. Yes, and it's been for like a week, and I even changed my pillow. It's not getting any better. It gets better when I use that BioFree stuff, though. So I don't know. It's been taking me like 2 hours to put my makeup on because I'm talking too much, for sure. 100%. What are we going to do today? I think I'm going to graduate to the big girl trunk, the jewelry trunk that's out there. Because I was going to put everything on that pegboard in the office, and it looks tacky, and it's not a portable solution. And then I was like, before I go order more bracelet, like the same handle trunk that I have, more trays for that, like the rolling trunk has all those trays in it. So I think I'm just going to do that. Yeah. What I think we're going to do, though, is set up all the moissanite on the display, like exactly what it's going to look like, and I'm going to leave it like that. That way we can just roll it into the party and be ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
How was your weekend?
It was
Eventful. Ooh, this is the color she used too. Eventful. Are you ready for her birthday?
Girl, that's what's taking my time.
Yeah. Her daughter's about to turn 16. See, boys don't have to have sweet 16s. He's like, just buy me a car, Mom. Okay, done.
I know Chase was like, I don't know why you have a big party. I hate big parties.
Oh, no. Somebody ran Willby off the road yesterday. He was so upset. Scratched his rims all up on his car. He was so upset. He went to go on an errand for me real quick. And I guess he wasn't, like, turning fast enough to get on 35 from that little side road. And he was like, Mom, I didn't even go. And I was like, okay, what's wrong, buddy? And you could tell he was all frazzled. He was like, Mom, somebody just tried to run me off the road. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, I just don't want to drive today. That's enough for me. And I was like, okay. And they messed up his rims. Yeah, he was super upset. I felt bad. That Pat McGrath concealer is the shit. So, yeah. He was like, no tea for you today, lady. I was like, okay, buddy, come on. We'll go sit upstairs and listen to some records. So we just went upstairs and listened to music. I knew he was, like, super shaken. He was like, it was a grown man, too. I'm sorry, buddy. So I think he was, like, turning right to get on the feeder road and just was not turning fast enough for the guy. And I don't know. I also think people, like, see him in that car sometimes and probably see it's a kid and they're probably, like, being ugly, you know?
In a nice car.
Yeah. Even though he, like, you know, he works. He busts his ass, too. Busts his ass, I use that term loosely.
I like that concealer. What is that?
Pat McGrath. I know, I thought it was too light, but it looks good, huh?
It's good.
Yeah, you can borrow it. I just got it. What else are we doing today? I need to shoot a couple of the new things. Yeah, I gotta shoot the drop items before Sunday. I better go do that. I tried to pick drop items too that I already had pictures in and just didn't post them yet, but then I ran out, so I was like, I should. But yeah, we're gonna do the moissanite stuff first. Taking stuff out of the trunk and putting it on the little display area. And then look at the stuff that I did with the gold jewelry. I felt like MacGyver. Like, I created trays for the necklaces last night, and I was, like, so excited. I'm like, oh, my God, look at me. Okay, let me get back to this video. I met my husband on Facebook not long, and we went out, and I had a backup plan for that night. But do you think she would sign up? Yes, I think she would sign up for the subscription page. It's gross. Have you considered live selling platforms? Yes, I have. And I need to do that because that is, like, the easiest way for me to make money. I think I just got in this, like, weird headspace after all this stuff for a while. So I just didn't do it.
Your invitation.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at her picture.
I forgot it at home.
That's okay. You can just email it to me. You don't have to send it to me. Did you print them all out?
Yeah, it's all printed.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And it's when? The day before my birthday, right? 23rd?
Yep.
Okay, I need to remember that. Friday night that weekend.
Saturday.
It's Saturday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my birthday's on a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. Okay. Well, Sarah told me to block off the afternoon for my birthday, so whatever she has planned isn't at night anyways. Honestly, well, at least I know you won't be there because it's her birthday party that day. I can tell Sarah to cross you off the list. But I can have my birthday thing, or I can go to whatever she's planning for me, and then I can go to Kaylena's party for you. I'm going to give you Whoopi's email so you can send him an invitation too. This morning he goes, Mom, do you know somebody with the last name Gessner? And I said, yeah. And he goes, her daughter slid in my DMs. And I was like, oh, yeah? Oh, okay. And he was like, and she said, I've known her. Case, it's your daughter. And she was like, she says I've known her since she was like 4. He did. And he goes, she must have had a glow up. And I was like, does that mean you think she's pretty?
Okay.
Listen, he likes those dark-skinned girls, I'm telling you. She's beautiful, too. I knew it, too. I was like, oh, I totally co-signed that. Okay. No, talking about the case on the dates. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, would I not tell him? Like, hey, just so you know, there's a crazy bitch out there who's obsessed with me and talks about me every single day on the internet. So if you Google me, you're going to see it. Just know she's definitely not telling the truth. Your story is very similar to eBay Princess and she killed it. Text me or message me and tell me about that story. A lot of people message me about different people that this has happened to, and all of those people are in a better place now. So that's exciting. For me, the key things were my dad died during this, Libet died during this, I lost my home, I lost my business. They did things that made me lose my business, and that obviously my husband was involved with somebody else that was suing us. So, like, that's the stuff. It wasn't just like, oh, someone's talking about you on the internet. I don't give a fuck about that. Oh my God, how bored are you? So, I think that's like the elements that make it a little different. Cream contour with the flatter brush. Okay. Really? She was using this one yesterday. Okay, keep telling me about that. So this is the flatter brush I just used. So she was using the other one yesterday. I'm not good at the contour thing either, so we'll see. I got the hair powder because I'm going bald. I love it. Hi, Kim. Where can you see her story? Oh, the lady, the eBay princess? I don't know. Also, like I said before, if you follow any of Captain Crazy Ass's platforms at all, if you comment on something, if you like it, if anybody does any of those things, I'll block you and I'll never unblock you. It does not matter how much money you spend. It doesn't matter if it was an accident. Like, people give me the dumbest excuses. Like, oh, I didn't know. Well, pay attention. Hey, can you grab me a palette from the front room? I don't, like, just 2 palettes of any eyeshadows. I don't care. I want some browns or blacks. It's gross because honestly, it would be like somebody bullying your daughter and then I went and like gave them a follow. It's a sign of, and it's disgusting. And really that's all she wants. Don't do that. "41 dates with one, then we become invested. Chad the chipmunk can't take it out." Krista, that was a different person. Hey, Deb. Sarah, can you text Whoopi real quick and see what he wants? He just called. I don't want to use the same eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to wait for her. I just stuck my freaking finger in there. Okay, so have we reached a consensus? I can call Shay and tell her we're not going to do 41 dates. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't freak out. Also, the other thing is, that person that I do like, if I did go on 41 dates with other people, like, wouldn't that hurt his feelings, maybe? I don't know. I think they're talking about H. I don't know what you mean, Mr. Regan. Say it again. Is the one who used to do your extensions the blonde girl and she was your model on some pages? No. So the day that... We'll talk about this on the subscription page. I haven't talked to her since all this stuff happened either. I think because she... I don't know what Crystal could have told her that would make her think any of this stuff could have been anything. Huh? The moissanite into the pink. But I don't know. I really don't know. I don't, like, those who matter don't mind and those who mind don't matter. I don't care. And the facts are the facts. Like, if you still don't want to believe what's right there, then okay. Like I've said before, she didn't win a case against me because I lied. She won a case against me because I had no defense. If you're up for murder and they say that you murdered somebody and you sit there and stay quiet and don't say a word the entire time, what are they going to think? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody said anything. I was on the stand for like 19 minutes. It was awful. But what I don't like is that she keeps telling people like, the jury has spoken. The jury didn't hear shit, sis. And don't you think if I literally got that kind of judgment against me, if I was not telling the truth, I would shut the fuck up? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, but I'm not lying and I never have. So I'm not going to shut the fuck up. Like I said, I stand by what I said. She sued me. She sued the last person she was working for and then with. Like, it is what it is. No. Secrets. No, Kiki is not the same person as Crystal. No, different people. Hi, Allie. Allie, did you see my DMs last night? I sent Allie a couple pictures of their text messages between each other. No, she's not. Was Crystal the one who used to do your extensions? No. Has the ex reached out to Whoopi since it's been finalized? No. Not at all. What's the story with the Kiki girl? Nothing. She's just... I haven't talked to her and I don't want to. Like, there's a line drawn in the stand, and if you're not going to be on this side of the fence where the truth is happening, then I don't want anything to do with you. And she ran my credit a bunch of times whenever Ben was like doing the mortgage stuff, but didn't run Ben's credit. And so like literally in the same 3-day period, it was ran like 3 times, and I don't like that. So I don't know. I think originally I really do. I don't know. I don't even want to comment about her because she doesn't matter in my life anymore, but she was on Ben's side. So go ahead and be over there. You have to say that you're on that side later on when eventually it all comes out. Have you figured out what Sunday talks are going to be named? I don't know. Somebody said Sunday stories, but like I think Sunday stories like implies that it's a story, like a lie. So you guys give me names or give me words that we can substitute for that. I'm dying laughing. I came in way late and thought 41 dates with the same person, and I'm thinking, well, I'd be married. I know. I got married after like 5 months. I was pregnant after like 3. See, Grits, I agree with you. I'm really busy. Can you not file a restraining order? So they have to physically harm you in order to file a restraining order. I've already asked. And it's not illegal to purchase someone's name, apparently. So that's how she was able to do that. Maybe you said I had to jump off real quick. She can have the day she deserves, right? I use a brush and push it in, not drag it around. She seems she's doing exactly what she claims you did. You did not. Seems she's doing exactly what she claims you did not. I don't understand that, but rephrase. Thank you. You're the only person I'd ever pay for a subscription. I mean, I can't promise you that it will be like enlightening material, but it might be fun. I don't know. And I like tasks now, like things to follow, like structure. This is like pretty good eyeshadow today. So it'd be like something to hold me accountable, you know? Like every day I've been practicing cooking breakfast, making my coffee, and waking up early. And I've woken up early every single day. I've made my coffee every day, and I've actually cooked a full breakfast every morning. And I'm like, I'm over here making strides. We're invested now. 41 dates with the ones you like until you have a boyfriend. Yeah, I think that's a way better idea. And then I can tell the person too, like, hey, just so you know, like, I'm not interested in like being in an exclusive relationship with someone until I've gone on 41 dates with them. Because isn't that a better idea? And not just because I like kind of like somebody, but because that's when you know. I feel like by 41 dates, you would definitely know if you like had a real connection enough to say like we're in an exclusive thing. But also like if I'm dating you, I'm probably exclusive. So how do you say like, I don't want you to sleep with other people and I don't want to sleep with other people, but we have to go on 41 dates before we give ourselves titles. Is that okay? Is that too much? I don't care if it's too much. Is it from doing all the computer work? My neck pain. No, I think it's from my my elbows. Karina, can you call Whoopi real quick? The Natasha Denona concealer was originally the one that I'd asked for. Y'all, I have matte eyeshadow on today, and I never do matte. I always do like a bronzy look, like a shimmery. Kind of like it. Okay, this is the palette I used. Hip Dot. I don't know where it came from. Shape really gave it to me. Witchy Warms. Sunday block off will be... Wait, what did you mean you bought me a badge? No 41 dates will totally be... I think it's too much work. Is she still in the picture at all? Not now, but unfortunately she's going to have to be later because I can't tell the full story without telling her part. And so eventually when I'm able to like stick up for myself, I have to go that route too, just because the fact is like she literally said on the police video that she told her those things, and she told me the names that she was using, that that Crystal was using. So like I hate that too, but at the end of the day, like you abused your position. Like instead of being like my closest confidant, you vented and to the wrong person. You like talk to the devil. You can't talk to the devil and then not, you know, be culpable for what you said. And I hate that too, because I mean, I felt so much pity at first, but honestly being in court and like listening to the things they were saying and like watching someone lie to your face, it's a crazy thing when you see someone lie to your face. I hadn't really experienced that a whole lot in my life. So, but like in that towel video, that was like one of the first times where I was like, I cannot take this anymore. This is too much. A few were asking about the other girl from the security footage you were talking about, right? Yes, that's correct. How do you subscribe? I haven't set it up yet. I know someone asked about live sales, and since you do so good with that, have you thought about trying to take your new designs to QVC? So it makes me nervous when you ask that question because it triggers me in my head because I did get an offer with QVC a long time ago with my denim, and I'm like, are they talking about that on the blog today and that's how you know about that? Or is it someone who's genuinely like asking about QVC? But that's why I'm in therapy. To answer your question, I did have the opportunity to, I was presented, look at my eyeshadow, bitch is good today. I was presented with the opportunity to take my stuff to QVC a long time ago, and then all this shit happened, and so I'm hoping that I'm going to try to reopen that door later. Y'all, are you kidding? Look how good. I need to turn the filter off so you can see. What have his parents said about all this? I don't know, but I'll tell you what. I know his daddy knows. I know his mama knows too, but honestly, you ain't going to get any like... You know what's sad too? He used to talk shit about his mom so bad too. His mom and his sister, like horrible things. And now, like, they all act like they're the closest people to Jesus. His dad was a great guy, but I also knew that his dad knew what he was doing, and I knew his dad was uncomfortable with it. There's a text him and say, is everything okay? Do you need anything? He's probably just asking me if he can order food.
You want him to order food?
Yeah, tell him he can. But there's a video that's like an hour and 26 minutes long, and I'm going over every single thing that happened with everything, and... His dad is there the whole time, and his dad never says a word. And I'm just like, it's heartbreaking because, like, you know how uncomfortable he is because he knows what's going on. Like, Ben had gone to the dearlies and taken 4 bags. Like, I specifically saw him take 4 trash bags of shit to the dearlies, so he brings back a bag and a half. And I'm like, I swear to God, you're, like, taking shit out of the house. It doesn't make sense. Mind y'all, my dad's, like, dying through all this or just has died. And I'm trying to get my company to keep on going because every day the internet doesn't work. Anyways, and so he would come home with like a bag and a half, and I would say like, why are you coming home with just a bag and a half of stuff? Where's the rest of our stuff? He'd be like, this is all I took. But now I realize like that's what a narcissist does. They tell you you're crazy, even though you saw what you saw. Like I even told him before, I watched Bub take tools out of this house that were my dad's and put them in his car. He goes, you didn't see that. But then like years ago, Ben's aunt kissed her sales guy in front of me, and his whole family told me I didn't see it, and now they're married. Like, I fucking saw that. So, that's the lady who sold me RSSS Camaro from Street Side Classic Cars, and it was not an RSSS. It was actually a regular Camaro with the odometer rolled back. Sunday sesh, Sunday tea. See, I don't like words like tea either, because that's like, sounds dramatic. Sunday talks. Will I save them? I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. Sunday coffee and tea. Don't know if I missed it, but what do you use on my brows? Just eyeshadow. Literally. This brown eyeshadow. See how bad my hands are getting? I can't even grip things. This Rainforest of the Sea #2 palette. I've used it forever. It is the best. Literally, I use this right here and an angled brush. And this brush is from Five Below. It was like a couple bucks. Wait. Yep. CHICQUE. Chic Pro with an E. He wants to know if you got his package. Yes, I did. I knew that. I knew it. Okay, so yes, I'll discuss that too. Yes, she got money because they told me that if I gave her money, then the other girl, then Crystal wouldn't have a case at all. And like, I was devastated. I came home and told Whoopi, sometimes you have to give bad people money, just to get yourself out of situations. But in my head, this is how I justified it. She had helped me in my career this is how fucked up my head is. It's called trauma, but I justified it by saying she had done so much for me while my dad was dying. I didn't know she was also on that side of the fence. I mean, I did. Let me just tell you. I justified it by saying over the course of my career since 2014 when she came to work for me, she had done so many things for my business, for me. Like, I was romanticizing her still. So in my head, I was like, even if I have to be paying her for this, for saying what I said, because I've never lied. I never lied about anything I said that she did or said or any of those things. But even if I have to pay her, at least I thought my portion would be what I felt like she would have deserved over the years in like raises and bonuses and stuff, which is completely unhealthy to think like that, especially all things considered now. What she should have done was say right out the gate, I vented about you to her, and I know that it's her talking about you, because the cops asked her on the police video, if you read the blog every day, then you have to know that it's Crystal saying these things, because you just said that you're the one that tells her those things. And if you're saying you read it every day, or you read the blogs every day and you go tell Becca what it says, that's what my friends didn't like either of them. But if you read the blogs and you go tell her every day what it says, then you know that the stuff you're telling her is on the blog. Well, then I had to leave and go get my dad. And then she asks the officer, can I get in trouble for violating my non-compete? And the officer says yes. And then I never see her again in my life after that day until we go to court. But my husband, or ex-husband, it's so weird, deleted her non-disclosure, or what's it called, confidentiality agreement. The only 2 employees I've ever had in my entire life, I have Karina's from 2014 non-disclosure and confidentiality agreement, and I don't have their 2s. Like, give me a fucking break here. But also, like Google said, he deleted them. His account did. He didn't even do it under my account. He was actually logged in under his, so great job. I use eyeshadow? Yes. I don't know what a badge is. Never done it before. Sorry, I meant it seems she sued you for online harassment and she's doing that to you now. Exactly. But that's why you I can't get in my feelings about it. Because number 1, I can't control it. And number 2, way to show people I'm not the crazy one, sis. You hold Zoom calls talking about me. It's so weird. I don't know. And if I wanted sympathy or money out of this, I would have told y'all 2 years ago what happened and y'all would have felt bad and shopped like crazy and all that. But that's not what I wanted. I just wanted justice. But now I see that we ain't going to get no justice anytime soon. So I'm going to tell y'all what the hell happened. And honestly, I have every right to defend myself. If anybody has a right now, it's me, because Jesus Christ, she's saying all kinds of shit. And what are you going to say when I refute the things you say? So weird. You know your family knows. She told me before, in front of Karina. Hold on, watch this. Karina! Come here. In front of Karina, she told me that her daughter said she was the fakest person she'd ever met. And I thought that was a red flag. Hey, what did Crystal say in front of you about what her daughter said about her?
That her mom's crazy.
Yeah, and that she's the what kind of a person?
She lies. And she's fake.
I told you. So Karina told me that a couple months ago, and I'm like, shut up. How did you know that? Yeah, and I was like, I didn't even know that you knew that too. And Karina was like, you don't remember I was in the room too. I'm like, oh, there you go. So, yeah, and then she goes to court and she's like, she brought my daughter into it. No, you did, you weirdo. You literally told me, Haley and Karina, that your daughter said you were the fakest person you ever met. And in my head, I'm like, that's so weird. What are you doing that your own daughter would say those things? And also, what kind of person says those things out loud? The same kind of person, like Ben Clark, who says stuff like, some lady threw her drink out the window at me when I was walking the dog. You'd think why would you tell somebody that? That's embarrassing. But I don't know if it makes those kind of people, I haven't had enough therapy to know if it makes those kind of people feel cool or what. So, I don't know. It's weird. But she said it and I didn't lie. I didn't make it up, I promise. Which foundation did you use today? It is Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. It's staying on really well. This is the longest makeup day of my life because I'm talking a lot. But it is a little drier, I think. I haven't even baked my face and it's kind of a little skippier. I'm scared to put my bronzer on because I feel like my face feels a little bit sticky. I don't really know. I think I'm going to use powder bronzer today, not cream, because I don't want it to lift. What was the pencil you did right under your eyebrow? So this is from Billion Dollar Brows. Honestly, if you get the NYX pencil, it's the same. So instead of it being white, it's like a peachy cream color. Just get the NYX pencil though, and or the e.l.f. pencil, and just put it right there under your brow bone. And I always do a coppery color, and then I did a matte up here. I used to do a highlighty color up there, but this looks pretty good. Sunday spills, Sunday converse, Sunday segments, healing on Sunday, Sunday soul cleanse. Oh, that's a good one. Sunday soul cleanse. That's good. That doesn't make me feel that bad. I love when you get to vent. It's going to be mentally healthy. Psycho shit this girl does. I don't get it. Same. If you countersue for fraud and there's no money because they spent it all, what happens? I don't give a shit. I want the judgment. I don't care about $1. I want the judgment. And honestly, there's going to be no money. This is new money. Bro didn't make the money. She didn't make the money. So neither of them know how to make the money. So they're going to go fucking spend it because they don't know how to make it. So to them, it's going to be the most money they're ever going to get in their lives. Just annoys me that she sued the last company, and I love that company. The company's called Mary Square. They're wonderful human beings, great people. But she told us she sued them too. She said out of her mouth that she sued them. So you can't get mad at them. Also, they're the best people ever. They really are good humans. Okay, let's put some bronze on. This was gonna be the contour brush, and it's not fluffy enough to be a bronzer brush. That should have been my red flag. But when you're over there going, oh, they must have did her dirty. No. They're literally the nicest, best people on the planet. If y'all don't shop with them, you should. Really good humans. I remember one time she told me she invested I told y'all this before. She said she invested $20,000 into that company and then she became like a partner or something. And out loud and in my head, I said, wow, only 20 grand? Like that wouldn't get you shit around here. And I wasn't trying to be rude. I was just saying like 20 grand's we've made $150,000 in a day. $20,000 isn't going to get you a piece of my pie for sure. And now that I know what kind of person she is, I think back and I'm like, that probably made her so mad, which I wasn't trying to be ugly at all. I was just saying like, I can't believe somebody would let you own part of their business for that cheap. But they are really, really good people. Like the owner is like a God-fearing woman. They're just really good humans. They don't want nothing to do with this crazy shit. So, but they are really good people. It is owned by the owner's sister used to be married to Josh Hamilton, the Rangers player. But they're just really good human, really good Christian people. And they've like never got involved with this lawsuit or anything. We weren't allowed to talk to them because she blocked all that. Why would you block all that if you have nothing to worry about? Like, I didn't block nothing. I told everybody from the beginning, you can have my iCloud password. Like, just ask Ben, he has it. You can see every picture on my phone I've ever taken. Like, I'll show you my naked pictures. I don't give a shit. Literally, there's nothing I got to hide. You could read my text messages. I don't care. So, but apparently, that's not always the case. And I think, like, her goal now is just to make you guys not shop. And then she thinks I'm going to be broke and lose. And I don't know. She's been saying this shit for years before she came to work for me. So, at the end of the day, like, isn't that, oh, God, that's some crazy shit. Oh, my God. Like some hand that rocks the cradle shit. And you know how I know? Because the same account that's online talking about what you're talking about in my husband's text was the same person talking 5 years before I hired you. It's fucking gross. The same account. So gross. And like 100 and something pages have been deleted from that website because we sent a subpoena and asked for a whole bunch of data from it or whatever. And 150 pages, I think, disappeared. But we had screen recorded a bunch of them and screenshot them. And I sent them to a million places so that if they ever got taken out of my computer, like, I would know. I don't know the point of this, but this is what they do on TikTok, so I'm doing it. I don't know if it's going to make any difference at all. But I'm doing it. And I probably should have put my bronzer on first, but it's okay. I don't know. I'm just trying to be a cool mom. I'm so glad you can finally speak. It is such a weight lifted. Again, also kind of, you know how this legal system works now. And now I know that just because you have the proof and the receipts, it does not matter unless it's shown to the judge. So now I know, like, had I known what I know now, then I would have demanded that they watch that tax video. Because in the tax video, he acknowledges multiple times we only have $275,000 in inventory. On the stand, he says, we've never had less than $400K in inventory. Like, you're a fucking liar. Also, do the checks and balances here. Like, it doesn't line up. Our tax return you're fighting me for is 43 grand, and the tax return you just showed said my business had 1.6 million in revenue and 700 grand in inventory and all these assets. Like, that would mean I would have had to pay. Also, why didn't you show the one we filed? And why didn't you file in 21? Because you knew that our trial in 23 would have to show, like, there was no 21 taxes shown, 22 taxes shown. And in 22, he didn't even claim our house sale. He filed without me. Like, the fucking levels of this shit. But like I said, I can't do anything about it until I get some dough. So your girl gotta go back to work. So that's what I'm gonna do. Unfortunately, lawyers are not free. I wish they were. I would literally give someone like everything just to tell the truth. But it is what it is. I'm glad you can finally speak. That's why we call her Captain Crazy. They're going to spend it all quickly. Oh, girl. First things first. He's going to get himself a big old truck. He'll probably buy his girlfriend a Coach bag or something. Michael Kors. And, forgive me, Jesus. Sure, she's a nice girl. And he's going to go buy a big jacked up truck for sure. What he ain't going to do is put money in his kid's college fund. I'll tell you that. He ain't going to pay me back for the counseling. He ain't going to do any of that shit. But he'll go buy a big jacked up truck to overcompensate for the areas that he lacks. And then, I don't know. I don't really give a fuck what he's going to do, honestly. Hope he does spend it all. I have to get back to work. I can't wait to see you on the 9th. I know! Are you bringing Meg and Amber with you? So I don't really like the baking thing because it doesn't make my blush as, like, sparkly. Has anybody tried the Rare Beauty blush from the Happy from Rare Beauty Blush? It's like a liquid. I'm not good with liquids. Oh my goodness, I used to arrange a small business boutique in Corpus, and soon you said Mary Square. It finally all made sense to me who it is. Mary Square is great people too. They are awesome humans, really, really good people. Like, it's a great company for you guys to shop from. Y'all should go look up their social media and go give them some business today just because they're really, really good humans. Do not get any money from the sale of the house. Misty, did you watch my stories from yesterday? I got $0. No, zero, nothing. When we very first sold the house, remember when I went to Europe with my son? The only way I could agree, he would agree to let me have the 2 days, two technical days and one Thursday night that overlapped his time was to release $100,000 from the trust to both of us. So that happened. So I technically got that, but I had to use it on attorney fees. So no, the other $1 million plus all the cash that we had in our 401ks, he got all that. Him and her both. So no, I did not even receive one single check, not $1, not a credit card paid off, nothing. He got my dad's lawn equipment, which the judge at the very end was like, I said to my attorney, I at least can't even have my dad's lawnmower. And the judge goes, my attorney stood up and it's like, can she at least have the lawnmower? After everything is done. And the judge goes, well, I mean, if she went as far as to get a tattoo on her wrist, it must be important to her. So you guys should really let her have it. But I don't know if it's on paper that I get it or not. He said my dad said he could have it. Another fucking lie. So I don't know. But anyways, okay, we're going to start talking about this stuff on Sundays because I think we have a plan now. Okay, let me try this though. I just want to try on my nose. Doing it. Hold on. I gotta look up close. I read yesterday that if you put the contour on top of your nose, so my goal is to make my nose not as wide. If I take a picture out in the bright sun, my nose looks so wide. And then some days I'm like, oh, my highlight looks so good. It makes my nose look so skinny. We use Mary Square as one of our vendors here. We heard rumors when we would go to market in Dallas. Girl, they are really good people. Not joking. I feel so bad for the stuff that they're always telling me, we feel so bad for you, Becca. I'm like, I feel bad for y'all too. We've been through the same thing. Can you take the filter? Oh yeah, hold on. Okay, there you go. Okay, so can you see it? God, I don't look as pretty now. Fuck. Hold on. I would have lost my crap. The attorney. Oh, I was fucking livid. There's not a word to describe it. I was so angry. How do you do that? You want to ride them too and be like, I hope you don't consider this a win. Because I feel like I actually look better in the mirror than I do on the camera. Because there's no win in it. At the end of the day, we won nothing. And it went from we were so confident to absolutely horrible very quickly. And I think it boiled down to she didn't like that I told you guys what's going on. But she didn't understand that I have literally shared my personal life with you. My nose looks very big on the camera and not in real life. I don't understand. And my face looks do I have a fucking filter on right now? I don't like that. I don't think she understood that my job for a decade had been telling you guys everything that's going on in my life. So this shouldn't be anything that's new. And that's literally the reason. Honestly, you just have to have the right lawyer too at the end of the day. Because I'll tell you this, at one point I looked up on the screen and the email that I had sent to my attorney in private about everything I wanted from the very beginning was on the screen, and Ben's attorney had presented it. And my attorney was like, objection, authenticity. And his attorney was like, y'all provided it to us. So why does my fucking nose look so big? So imagine how I feel. I'm sitting there you've got to be kidding me. You provided that to him? And they're like, oh, Your Honor, she provided us with 16 binders of information. So, and you're just like, fuck, you got to be kidding me. Very frustrating. But what can you do? I don't like how I look in this camera right now. I'm my nose looks like a big old bulb. Okay, we're going to put some bronzer on the side of my nose. I got to fix that. I don't know why it looks like that. Okay. I remember you saying what your doctor said when you got your IUD out. Yeah. I know. I remember when she was with... Yeah, and I still say that about the truck. I remember when she was with Mary Square, told people online that it was named after her Aunt Mary. Oh, God, see? I don't know. I don't know anything about that. I just know... Man. Meg will be in Seattle. Let's plan the girls' night soon. Why does my nose look so big right here? What did I do? I'm gonna fix that. Okay. I guess that's better that it doesn't look like that in person. It's okay, we'll fix it. Okay, why didn't your attorney present your evidence? I don't know. How come they only got present stuff? I don't know. I think that they just forgot. And like, you'd think that you would be able to say like, hey, you guys, like we accidentally made a mistake, but that you can't do that in court. So I don't know. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. He ain't mowing lawns now. Girl, you should try sand. I don't like cream foundation. You didn't share hardly anything. I know, but now I am. I should a little bit darker than I want to wear today. Hold on, let me lighten this up. It's not having a good makeup day at all. My eyeshadow looks really good though. Hold on. Stay there, don't move. Stay there. Don't move. It's 72 in the house today. You think it feels good? Ew, no. I'm so not used to it. My nose looks like a big ass ball today. Okay, I'm going through your questions. Darken the tip of my nose. Okay, see, you're the fucking best. Literally. Why is it so dark? Like, in real life, it looks it looks really prominent right there. Hold on, let me get something to darken it with. Is that making it littler, kind of? I don't like it at all. Okay, hold on, let me wipe off this lipstick. I need to put lashes on real fast, too. Okay, so Sundays, we'll talk about things. It's my favorite lipstick on the planet. Sundays we'll talk about things, and we'll do the subscriptions, and we won't do the 40 dates thing. It was fun to talk about it though. God, my eyeshadow does look so good. I'm gonna take a picture outside in the daylight so you can see it. Hold on. My lashes are almost all falling out on this side from the lash lift thing I gave myself that you should not do yourself. You should have your friend do it, and then you do her. It's very easy to do, so you can do it at home. You don't need experience, but you need someone else to do it because they need to be able to see the lashes. Okay. I wish I could do a winged liner like you see on TikTok, but I just cannot handle that. Okay, makeup tips today that I would have done differently if I did it again. I wouldn't have baked my face because I think it's too powdery now. I'm gonna try to soften it up, like make it a little more dewy with some setting spray in a minute. Or have this Caudalie like face refresher. I might use that. Okay. Just trying to put on some quick lashes to improve this. Yeah. Love the highlighter and the contour. Thanks. I don't know. I do not. But thank you. This is too big down here today. Okay, let's pop some lashes on real quick. GTG. Gotta go. Look, I'll even wear these today because they're super curly, but who cares because I'm just going to take outfit pictures and you can't really see my face in those anyways. That means I'm not going to have a cute face in outfit pics. And I always feel like when I take outfit pics, my nose looks skinny. Today it is not looking skinny. Let me see if the little fit on, just like that. Oh yeah, that'll widen my lap. This, if I don't cut it, it'll widen my eyes up a little bit. Okay, so 41 dates until someone can be my boyfriend. Okay? Also, I don't want a boyfriend. But really, you are right. Like, 41 dates and wasting someone else's time, it's just a hell no. She's writing a book. It will be a bestseller. Oh, start writing a book. I have done that. Next time, try doing more of an exclamation. Hold on. Next time, try doing more of an exclamation on your nose with the highlight. So, dude. But do I put the highlight right here? Because, like, see, I think that's what it is. It's, like, so highlighted right there that it looks like a big old ball. Oh, my God. I just made it worse. Jesus Christ, hold on. I'm going to get a nose job today. Now it's like even wider. It's just getting worse, guys. What it is, golly, you guys. Y'all, the lovely launch party is September 9th, and I'm so freaking excited. It's at Highland Village Trophy Blooms, their new location. I'm so freaking stoked because I get to see everybody in person, and we have like 30 new styles that nobody's seen before of rings. You'll have clothing there to try on in person, all kinds of stuff. I need scissors. Where's some scissors? Hold on. But I'm super excited, and I hope y'all all come. If you're not, oh, and then that night after the launch party, there is a 80s like huge concert thing at Marty B's. We're all gonna go. You should come with us. It will be so fun. So bring your girlfriends, come down here, rent a hotel or get an Airbnb, come to my launch party from 6 to 8, and then we're going down the street to the 80s party. Oh, we should dress up. Yes, we should dress up. We should all dress up and go to that Marty B's 80s party after my launch party. I have tons of 80s shit. Girl, I got some neon leotards for sure. Wouldn't that be so freaking fun? Wow, this is gross. Get that out. Yeah, we should do that. It would be so fun. Go to my launch party from 6 to 8. Eat some good charcuterie and the best cookies you've ever had in your entire freaking life. There's going to be clothes there. There's going to be jewelry there. You'll see all the demi-fine and the moissanite jewelry in person. And there'll be pieces that y'all have never seen before because there's pieces on the Lovely site that's not launched yet. Oh, the Lovely photography is so damn good too. I'm so glad I did that. And here's why. Because everybody in the jewelry industry uses everybody else's pictures. It's unbelievable. Like literally every time. I'm like, that is literally on the Charles and Colvard website, and it's on like freaking Amazon for $19, and it's $3,000 on Charles and Colvard. But I'm gonna put a watermark on my picture, so as tacky as that looks, I don't care. Okay, setting spray, then pat it in so you don't feel powdery. Yeah, because it looks like powdery. Let me put these on real quick. Oh, I had to put no mascara on. At least need it at the base of my lash. Put it in. What songs do y'all have in your head like all the time right now? I do not want to use this mascara. It's way too thick. What was I singing yesterday? Oh, the Heartbroken song. That song was like, you make me feel like I never had my heart broken. No one makes me feel like that, but I love the song. I'm like sometimes singing that song in the car, and I'm like, I'm literally singing to nobody. Okay. Do have to go on multiple dates though. We cannot become invested too quickly. That's our problem. Notice how she puts our in quotation marks. Like it's her problem too. I love when you go live. I put my earbuds in and I can get so much done around the house. It's like listening to your bestie on a podcast. You're so funny. Y'all, talk about fucked up eyelashes. Like, look at this. Oh, I gotta get Crane to take a picture. I mean, imagine like if you singed your eyelash and it just like rolled backwards. Listen, on the dating app, this one guy was like, I don't want to date a girl who's like obsessed with makeup and lashes. And I'm like, you can look at my pictures and tell I'm probably obsessed with makeup and lashes. Number one. But number two, I told him that because he like clicked on me or whatever, sent me a like or whatever it's called. And so I wrote him back and I'm like, I wasn't going to write you back at all because your profile literally says that you don't want to date a girl that's obsessed with makeup and lashes. But I just want to know, like, did you look at my pictures or is this like Playboy and we're just reading the articles? But he was like, well, you seem like so much fun and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, but let me tell you, I'm less fun when I'm ugly. So get over the fact that I use the makeup and the lashes. Look, dismantled, I'm a whole other beast for sure. But also, I'm a whole fuck ton of fun either way. I'm just not as pretty as to look at without all the... I mean, some days I am cute with the makeup, but they're very few days. I like makeup and lashes and all the pretty things. Why not? And then one guy, his profile said, this baseball cap covers my bald spot like them filters cover your face. Not to me, but like that's what it said on his page. And I'm like, touche, he's not wrong. for the show. I gotta tell y'all about the guy that said he was only looking for something casual. Like, his opening line to me was that. And I wrote him back and said, that's fine. I think your friend's hot anyways. That's fine. Also, do you ever worry about, like, going out on a date with a guy and then you do dismantle yourself, like, the next day? Or not going on a date, but, like, say you're, like, dating someone, you stay the night, whatever, the next day you get up and, like, I gotta tell him, like, don't run your fingers through my hair because I got tracks. Like, I'm not getting any water on the first date because, like, my lashes are gonna come off. Like, you know, it's a process. But also, like, have a fun time. It's the price you pay. Where did I just put those lashes? Okay, there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair today. I just told her that today I'm doing housework too. Mateo's first birthday party is Sunday at 11:30, so I'll be leaving after the launch. Okay, babe, that's fine. My aunt's gonna be in town. Carissa and Heather are gonna be here too, so we're gonna have a nice little slumber party. Oh yeah, my aunt's gonna be in town. We're definitely going to that 80s party. Okay, so if you're gonna come that weekend, let me know. Like, we just slumber party it up at home. I got how many bedrooms? I got extra bedrooms. We can make it work. So my party's from 6 to 8, and then we'll go to the launch or to the Marty B's 80s party and have a blast. Oh my God, it will be so fun. Is it weird that I, like, get sketched about saying where I'm going to go now? I know. I'm not afraid of her, but, like, it's just fucking weird. Like, they took a picture of me outside of a restaurant one time when I went on a date. And I think that's, like, so weird. Okay. I just took my daily walk while listening to your... Is it tacky to protect your product? No, ma'am. Oh, thank you. I finally went to Marty B's a few months ago. It's so good. I'm telling you, it's so good. The management, the staff, everything is just... They're good people. The food is amazing. It's a great place to go eat. It's a great date night spot, too. Like, they have live music all the time. The food is really good. The brisket nachos are phenomenal. The steaks are absolutely amazing. Even, like, a steak that's medium well. I accidentally got a medium steak the other day, and I didn't like it as much. I felt like the medium well was truly more flavorful, but also I don't like medium. But they have the best salad on the planet and the best ranch dressing. Oh, I went for Mother's Day. I'm so glad you are going. That makes me so happy. A lot of times people are like, I went to Buc-ee's, I went to Marty B's because of you. I literally get that message every single day. Also, today I wrote somebody back and I hadn't seen her messages since 2018. So remember, if I haven't responded to you, it's likely because I haven't seen your messages. So send me a DM so your DMs will be at the top. Y'all, don't you wish my hair was, like, really that thick? It's all, like, the darkness behind me. My hair's definitely not that thick. Okay. I'm dying. Whatever happened with Whoopi's school? Did you get him? Yes, he's fine. And there's money for his tuition next year. And basically it says, like, anything outside of the money that's reserved for tuition that we have to split 50-50. But he's not going to pay me shit because he says that I owe him money, which is fucking crock of shit. But I don't care. We're not worrying about it anymore. We're not speaking. I'm not speaking to him. So it doesn't matter. Whatever my kid needs, I'll provide it. Period. End of story. I don't care if he doesn't pay his half. I don't care about anything. Like, the minute that tuition availability to pay it at school is open for senior year, I'm going to demand that money get released. And they're probably going to mess me around for a couple weeks because that's the kind of piece of shits they are. And then it'll get paid. But at the end of the day, I don't care. Like, as long as I don't have to talk to him, it's worth all the struggle in the world. I don't want to speak to him at all. Like, he's gross. And here's the thing. Like, I was with that dude for 17 years. He was drinking my bathwater for a long time, whether he was faking it or not. So, like, you know, at the end of the day, that he just didn't, like, shut it all off. Like, he might be a narcissist and he might hate my guts and all that, but, like, you know that, like, you still feel some type of way because you would be, like, in my head, I am dead emotionally. Well, I'm not as dead as I want to be. I want to be more dead, but I'm mostly only not that dead because I got duped. But, like, you know, you feel some type of way because why would you be still doing all the stupid shit you're doing? At the end of the day, it don't matter. Like, you lie to your girlfriend, you lie to your mom, your dad, your family, your everybody, and everybody knows. A lady messaged me from Trophy Club last night talking about it. So everybody around our neighborhood and our town, they all know. So when he goes out in public, they all know. And you gotta be that guy. And I wouldn't want to be that guy. It's gross. But also, Give me a fucking break, bro. You know. You know. Listen, if one thing you ever told me all my life was that I was pretty, that's the one thing I'm gonna believe. And that shit didn't go away, so shut your mouth. Enjoy yourself. You're with who you should be. And I am single and I should be. Because, first of all, why would I definitely don't want to live with anybody 5 minutes after I got divorced. Or, not even 5 minutes after. He moved her in last year, so. But good luck to them. I don't care. But you don't put this much effort into somebody if you're like totally over the situation. If what you should have done is just walk away and been like, all right, let's go. Because like we still have no reason to this day for why we got divorced. Why do we get divorced? Because you're working with her, period. And you can deny it all day long, but it's okay. We all know. Everybody on this video knows. Even the people recording it for not good reasons. Even you who's probably watching it. Hi, honey. Did you brush your teeth? How is that not classified as stalking? It probably would be. I just haven't gone that route yet because honestly, like, I just want to go back to work and tell my story, you know? And like, I know it's weird that like she has a fucking podcast now and she's on Spotify talking about me. It's just weird. I don't know. People are messaging me stuff that they're finding and I'm like, just don't click on it, okay? That's all I want. Y'all, in person, it looks so much better than on the camera. No joke. Like, I'm annoyed. I wish I could turn the regular... Maybe it's the lights or something. Like, my nose does not look wide. Like, it looks so wide right here on this camera. Hold on, let me turn on the other light. This usually makes you look worse. No, I feel like... I don't know, fuck. Okay. I'm never used to having all these lights on. Yeah, I feel like that light is making my nose look... You think it's because I have too much highlighter on, huh? I probably have too much... Yeah, I need to fix that. Hold on. We're just going to carve this little nose out. A little more. We're going to make it look smaller. Let me turn the light off. Hold on. It's too bright. Isn't it crazy what you can do with makeup? Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. How do you know she took a picture of you if she's still posting stuff about you? Girl, she literally just started a podcast. Yes. Also, if you follow it, or if I see you like it, or if anybody tells me that anybody that follows me, like if my friend sees you comment on my video and says, hey, I saw that same name commenting on her post, like I'll block you. So don't do it. There's no second chances either. I'm not joking. Like we don't support that kind of ridiculous ass stalker ass behavior, so don't do it. Okay? Oh, it did slim it out a little bit, huh? Much better. So see, like, there's like a ridge here in my nose, too, and you can't even see it. I just fucked up my nose today with this whole process. She really took... Yeah, it's gross. How the fuck is she getting away with this? I don't know. What happened with Mr. Big? We broke up, but no hard feelings. Like, I just knew it wasn't, like, what I should be doing. And so, but right before... actually, we'll talk about that on my subscription page. We broke up, no hard feelings. Not bad. Same girl, I can't even asking. I'm not even asking, I'll figure it out myself. You ain't gotta do shit. Yeah, you ain't gotta do shit for me. Get away. Yes, Amanda. Yes. Like, what? Like, on accounts that I don't even know how to get on those platforms. Like, I got on Lemonade the other day and she already had the account. Although, I gotta tell you, I don't know between the two of them for the Lemonade thing which one it would be, because yeah, probably so. Because the meme that they made on Lemonade talks about a lot of stuff that you wouldn't know unless you were in my house after she was in my house. So, but it could be like stuff they're telling each other. Also, what kind of like filing system do y'all have where you're like keeping up with all the information about me? It's so weird. I just worry about you and Whoopi's safety. I don't worry about that as much because we have a lot of cameras in our home. We have an alarm system now. I tell somebody where I am. A bunch of my friends have my my location all the time, and someone very important to us also has our cameras like on their phones so that if anything ever goes wrong, because I do think about that sometimes. Not from her as much, but from him. And I think about like the further it gets with him, like not getting away with this stuff eventually, when I do like make enough money to fight for myself, I think he will probably come unraveled a little bit more, because he was very bold with getting in my iCloud in June, like around Father's Day or whatever, like way more bold than he's ever been. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I do kind of worry a little bit about that. Like, I don't worry about not being able to handle him. Like, I could knock the shit out of him, no problem. He literally said that I put him in a headlock and put it on Instagram. I'm like, we would still be talking about that. Like your haircut. Like, I didn't do that. But I'm not scared of him, like, physically. But, like, you can't fight somebody if they shoot you with a gun, you know? And God knows he has all of our guns. Did y'all see that video yesterday where he was like, I have the pistol? Funny, because at court you said I stole it. Had to buy myself a new one this year for Mother's Day. What kind of car does Whoopi get? I haven't told anybody that. Although, one of Crystal's little Goonies drove by my house. We have her on camera. And twice the other day, too, at the stop sign. I'm like, dude. And then reported back the very next day what kind of car my kid had. So, I'll tell you this. We'll talk about the car on the subscription page, too. Are you going to post this live? I missed half of it. Yes. Now I don't care about deleting them anymore, because, like, I used to worry, like, God, she's not going to understand me, and she's going to, like, think I'm just being dramatic. And now, like, that's a lot of why I had my account private too. But, like, and I just didn't want to seem like attention seeking. But now, like, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. Like, facts are facts. And if I can prevent somebody else from going through what I just went through, yo, there's so much bronzer on the side of my nose, it looked like it's all one piece. Never had such a bad nose makeup day, but it must be because I put too much highlighter on. I think it's getting better. No. Becca just got my pretty dresses delivered. Yay! The haircut. Can I move without him knowing? Yeah, but I ain't gonna get run out of town, boo-boo. No. I love this place. I love these people. Everyone's so nice to me here. Everywhere I go, people are nice to me. Went to the dinner the other day. People prayed with me. I went to Walmart, ran into somebody who's like, oh my God, I followed you forever. I love you so much. Like, I've never had anybody say anything ugly to me in person. I have had people come up to me in person and be like, I fucking hate him. I can't wait to get them and try them on. Send me pictures. How old is this woman? In her 40s? I know. How do her friends and family support what she's doing? I don't know. I guess I know her daughter knows what she's doing, because that had to be the reason she told her that thought she was a fake person. But, I don't know. I want to believe that her husband really doesn't know. And, I mean, I didn't know that Ben was doing it for a long time, even when it was right in front of my face. So, I don't know. Goonies. That's what we call them. The Goonies. Hey, you guys. It's gross. I am really flattered that she calls me an influencer, because that's, like, fancy people shit, and I'm not fancy. But also, like, you're not really flattered when you consider the source. Okay, y'all want to put some hair in with me real quick? Hold on. So, we're going to put in this new hair. It's straight. I've never worn it before. But I think I'm going to end up putting my hair in a ponytail today, because it's long. Because it's hot outside. And I got to go do shit. But it is, yo. So, it is what it is. But I gotta tell you, I really do appreciate that after all this time, y'all have, like, stuck by me and believed everything and never doubted me. Like, nobody's doubted me this whole time. It's been so nice. I know it's, like, hard to digest for a lot of people, and, like, it's easy to be like, what in the hell? No way. Trust me. I was telling Jade the other night, like, I'm pissed off that you guys got duped too. So, please, I literally told Carissa that this morning. I was like, told her how I was telling Jade the other day, like, I'm pissed off that all my friends got duped too, not just me. But, like, Carissa said this morning, like, she said, it's like we thought y'all had, like, the ideal marriage that everybody would want to have. So did I. I did too. Until around 2017, when things got a little shaky, and I moved out. But I moved out thinking, like, you can't keep giving people the same thing they're taking advantage of. And he was, by drinking and driving and all the partying and shit. So I moved out, and then he would, like, write me all these texts and be like, I want to be a better man for you and Whoopi, and I'm going to get my shit together and blah, blah, blah. And then he didn't. Hold on. Should I put this at the bottom? And then I rewarded the bad behavior. Yeah, I should. With fucking buying old Henry threads. And then I bought the land for the house while I was separated from him. And I was like, look, bro, you can get it together or not, but I'm buying this land. And so you need to tell me, what are you really going to, like, try to act like an adult or what? Because I'm going to move on. Like, I can't do this. And he was like, no, I swear. And then he stopped playing cornhole so much and started working. And But no. I should have just stayed gone and built the house by myself. But also, you can't like question why God does the things he does at the same time. I never ask God why me, ever. And trust me, there are days when you'd think you would. Even when I do ask God why now, when like all this stuff was happening with my dad. But also, I think that I like to romanticize things and make them sound happier than they are. I think I tell myself that this stuff all happened to me because I was losing my why in my business, like how I could be of benefit for people. And that, like, if I had somebody here to save me, like my dad, I mean, honestly, I'm just making up shit for my dad because I don't know why he's gone. I hate it. Especially because my dad and Beth in such a short amount of time, like those were the two people that were extremely, like Chris and I were talking about Beth this morning, and she was like, I think Beth knew, like she was on the right path when she told you to go tell Dr. Phil, which is her dad's friend. And I was like, absolutely not, in the very beginning, because I was like, absolutely not, like I do not want this stuff out there, like this is crazy, I don't want to be dramatic about it, I just want people to be brought to justice. And today Chris was like, I think she was like telling you something, like your story needs to be told. And I'm like, yeah, maybe so. And then she died, and she was somebody who I really did, like, that's who I called whenever I was like, tell me what to do and still be a good God-fearing woman, because let me tell you what, I want to knock some heads around today. And my other friends, that's who I would ask for, like, non-walk the right path advice. And for Beth, like what she got out of the friendship to me too, because I've had to talk about that in therapy sometimes, because sometimes I'm like, what, we're so different, like why did she love me so much? And I think she loved me so much because I had dealt with the internet thing for so long, and since her dad's a really popular pastor, I think I know that bothered her too, like some of the stuff people would say. And so I would remind her, like, who gives a shit what those people think? Like, that we do not care about opinions we cannot control. We do not care. And I have always been like that. Like, I do not care. All I care about is being transparent and honest, and I will always tell you the truth no matter what, even if it makes me look bad or hurts you too. Like, hurts either of us. I'm going to tell you the truth, period. I'm already prettier. Literally, I'm already prettier. Like, that's all it takes is some clippy clips. But can you imagine? Like, some guy's, like, rubbing his hands through your hair. I'm like, pull my hair, and then he pulls out, like, a fucking track. Do I have to, like, warn them? I don't know. We're so not in that stage. But, like, do you have to warn them? Because you're a truth teller always. You just need an Uncle Vinny to take care of the problem. Oh God, no. No. I swear we're living similar hells. I know. How can his parents think it's okay? I don't know. Maybe because he left. I think they think because I was like sassy to him or whatever. I don't know what he's used to justify any of this stuff. Maybe because I was like, I think at the end of the day, if it's your kid, maybe you do all things. I don't know. I would hold my kid to the fire and be like, look, you have a degree. You have an opportunity. That's the mother of your child. He would say to me too all the time, like, you're the mother of my child. I'd never want to do anything to hurt you. And I'm like, you are fucking manipulative right now, because you literally stood on that stand and told them all kinds of things you knew weren't true. So don't tell me you care about that. Also, if you knew I was the mother of your child and I got no dollars at all and you just got like $600,000, why are you like trying to already get into my 401k? You just got a check for $200,000 yesterday. Like, calm down for a second, you know? You need that money real bad, don't you? It's gross. Like, you're right, I am the mother of your child, unfortunately. But not unfortunately for me or Whoopi, because we have the best relationship. My kid loves me so much. I 100% know it. Like, he always tells me, Mom, you are a good human at your core. And I'm like, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. He always tells me that. You always do the right thing. And he always tells me when other people's parents talk about me good. He always says, Mom, this girl's mom loves you so much. And, like, I love that he says that stuff, because I think it makes him feel better too, you know? He's such a good kid. He really is. Like, no one ever says anything other than he's such a good kid. And the fact that he's not had any kind of behavior issues in all this, it's so, like, it's unbelievable, really. Because, I mean, he's had plenty of excuses to lose his shit. But he has just been a stand-up, stellar kid. I pray that, like, this doesn't mess with his head emotionally. He's definitely going to have daddy issues because of this, for sure. But honestly, I think that God gave me a good community of people, really good brothers, and a really good community of people who, like, rally for him, too. So hopefully that like makes up. I mean, nothing makes up for a parent at the end of the day. But I'm not going to force him to have a relationship with somebody who continues to like try to ruin our lives, you know? Because it's not just me that he's doing this to. Like, you're participating in people who have said like the same account that said the conversations that Ben and her had together are the same accounts that said my kid. I'm not even going to repeat the disgusting things she said about my kid, but like you're telling your kid to his face that we should pay this woman who used to say things about your kid's looks aesthetically and about like, it's just gross, you know? This is really thin, but also it's going to be really pretty. So I don't get involved in their stuff. He's 16. He can work it out. You can go over there if he wants. Don't if you don't. It's none of my business. I just have to tell him, this is your dad's weekend. You need to go over there. That's all I can do. And if he forces the issue, which he hasn't, clearly. At court, he was like fighting for 44 extra makeup days. And my kid wrote his attorney and was like, absolutely not. My dad didn't have those days because he chose not to have them. My mom didn't take them away. And of course, now he said no words about it since then. Because he didn't want the days back. He just wanted to inconvenience me. Like, do you think think about it. Like, I can't have anybody in my house. Can't have anybody stay the night. Can't do any of that stuff because I have my kid here all the time. Like, every woman wants their own space. But, like, I'm not going to request my own space at the expense of my kid's sanity and having to go somewhere he's super uncomfortable. So, I'll just date like that or have people stay the night when he goes to college. Not that big of a deal. Or go to their house. Some guy did ask me, like, he's like, do you want me to bring you some soup? And I was like, no, I don't let people come over if my kid's home. Like, I don't do that anymore. I made that mistake with a couple people and I just don't like that. And he's like, why not? And I'm like, don't call me. We aren't a good match. I like this. So it was thin at first, but I didn't have all the hair in there. I really like it. I'll figure out where it's from. Okay, there's been 225 people on here for like 2 hours. I'm sorry, I've been talking too much. Hi, Shaquila. You're an amazing mom. Thank you. It's really not hard when the kids are good. And I got lucky because he is just a good-natured kid to begin with. But also, he's a very, like, empathetic, compassionate kid. Which, thank God, because could you imagine? Like, it could have turned out so differently. Like, he could be a sociopath. But instead, he's telling me, his dad, that's the first person outside of my counselor that ever told me that Ben was a sociopath. I didn't know what it meant. My kid told me that. So in that towel video, when I said, are you going to get in my face and confront me? That's because Ben had just done that to our son. Because Whoopi said he didn't want to live in the house anymore, that he thought Ben was a sociopath. And Ben was like, there she goes, making stuff up. And I'm like, we literally just had that. Bro, I got the recording. They're going to see it. So, on Love Island, the Abby girl is saying that Mitch said all this stuff to her. And Mitch is like, I didn't say any of that. And she's like, roll the tapes. And I'm like, that's how I feel. Roll the tapes. That's the other thing, too. Like, finding someone who's, like, educated enough and, like, not educated enough, but, like, who understands the stuff you're going through, that's kind of difficult to probably. And I'll talk about it on the little subscription thing, but I think that was, like, one of the things in my last situation. Look how pretty it looks. I might end up taking my lower level hair down here and bobby pinning it backwards, but we'll see. But yeah, she messaged him. It was gross. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, hey, here you go. Here's a screenshot where she did that to other people at other times. Like, what do you say, you know? Also, give it a rest, lady. But I guess this, like, makes her feel special because people are paying attention. However you get your audience. You making money off anybody but me, though? I mean, you got me beat for salary last year, for sure. But also, don't you ever wonder if I'm going to try to get it back? The same girl sued her. Wow, that's crazy. I think she missed a little story. Is it a no, there's new wife. No new wife. Oh, I'm sure his girlfriend's really great. I don't have no problem with her. I feel sorry for her. She'll learn. But that's not my concern. I have no feelings about it at all. She'll figure it out. But also, if she doesn't, it's of no concern to me. It has nothing to do with me. We are totally different people. So, it is what it is. I do think it's funny that his family, like, hated girls that had tattoos and worked in bars and stuff like that. And now his sister be posting on social media, we're so glad you're part of the family. Shut the fuck up. No, you're not. No, you're not. Shut up. Literally. I believe that as much as I... From the girl who literally talks shit about every neighbor she has. Shut up. Okay. Looks really good, huh? Really good. Okay, let's put one more right here. That's a lot of hair. It got thicker, so it's not super thick, but it definitely got thicker. Hi, guys. Y'all all sent requests to be in my video. I think y'all hit it on accident. What if I actually say yes? Then what's gonna happen? Don't I look way younger with straight hair? Now I'm like not distracted by my big ass nose. Okay. See, I feel like I look cute now. Earlier I was like, I hate my face. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my hair up. I'm gonna take those little hairs at the bottom right here, so they don't poke out. And then I'm gonna twist them and Bobby pin them up. Can't believe it took me this long to get ready today, guys. I'm not saying it's your fault, but it's really not your fault. It's mine for sure. We just had such a good conversation for 2 hours. How long have we been on this video? I hate how it prompts me for that every time. I promise I'm not really trying to join your life. I mean, you can. I can add you. You want to come on here? The guy you saw in my live video the other day is just one of my really good friends, honestly. Like, everybody was like, is that your Jason? No, it's not the same guy I was dating, number one. Him and I are just very good friends. We've been friends for literally like 5 years. I would never date him. I know him too well. No, he's a great guy, but no. Hell no. I know how he is. He's great, but just not for me. And he's not my type. I love you, Jace. I like facial hair, and I like dark hair, and also I talk to Jason about man problems, and he talks to me about woman problems. So like, I wouldn't want to give up that relationship to go date, because no, just no. He's cute though. Oh no, he's not single right now. I'll tell y'all if he gets single later. He's not single right now. He has a great girlfriend. But he is cute, and he plays softball, which can be also a red flag, guys. Just saying. Some of those softball guys are hoes, but also, like, some of those guys in a freaking corporate office are hoes. You never know. I think it is what it is. Is it realistic to expect monogamy forever? What's your answer? Don't tell me what the Bible says. I already know. Is it realistic to think that one person can be with another person? I'm not saying yes or no. I'm just saying you tell me what you think. So, look, now... Gosh, dang it. Jeez Louise. Hold on. Should have just left the shit down. Is it realistic to think that people can be monogamous forever? I have no opinion about it that I'm sharing. I'm just asking, as far as your answer, what is it? The sad thing is there's so few couples you see that like really are happy. Because I know a lot of people that look happy on social media, and like, I know better. Like, I know better. But I really did think we were as happy as it looked until about 2017. And then I feel like we were going to go our separate ways for a little bit. I talked to other people. I moved out. We were going to do our own thing. He talked to other people. And then we were like, no, we'll make it work. Because I really didn't ever not want to be with him. I just wanted him to be thankful for what he had. But everything that I complained about in 2017 was literally the demise of everything in the end. So really just trust your gut. When I took him to dinner that night and said, will you sign something saying you'll never take more money from me than what you've earned? And he said, no, that should have been my clue. Okay. Look good now. I think it's once you find the one, it really depends on the person. Yes, with the right person. She said, no, freaking all men are liars. And I also think like there's a level to what you'll like accept from a man. So some people, that man doesn't exceed their tolerance level. Like some people think they have great husbands, and I just think if someone ever talked to me the way he talks to you, or like doesn't listen when I speak, or those kind of things, like I would never do that. But also for some women, that's not a problem. They care about someone who can provide. Whereas I don't give a shit about how much money you make. I want to feel seen and heard. And I need someone who's empathetic and kind. And I don't care how much money you make, because I can do that. So, I mean, honestly, like you could be a construction worker as long as you're happy. We ain't sharing a bank account though, so. And that is another thing too, we'll talk about on the thing, is like dating or like getting into a relationship with somebody else in the future. Like, when Jason and I were dating, we like talked about that. When like one day he was freaked out and he was like, you know, I know you're going to want like this big, beautiful house. And I don't know if that's going to be something I can do. And I'm just like, I never asked for that though from you. Like, I've never even thought like it may be a thing. But then I started thinking about it and I'm like, what would happen if we went down that road? Like, if I did want like a fancy house, like what do you do when you blend the families and you move them in together? Like, we can't pay equally. So, and I don't expect, but then like, if I was just paying for the house myself, like, do you have equitable claim to it now? Cause it's a community property state, or, you know what I mean? So, I mean, that is something I think that before, first of all, I don't think I'll ever get married again, but if I ever did, not without a prenup, number one. And then, like, I don't know, you'd have to, like, really think about that. Like, how would I do that? Because that would mean I'd have to date somebody that's more on my, like, financial level when I get back to where I want to be. But, like, some of those people suck. Like, I don't want to date. You got to find that sweet spot in the middle, I guess. And I'm just really not looking for the sweet spot. So, I don't know. I feel way prettier, though. Look, a little lashes and a couple clip-ins will change your life. I don't know. I think it's realistic. Met my husband on AOL. He's my soulmate. My husband's genuinely great, but I do look at other couples and how the husband acts, and I'm like, yeah, me too. My outfit is from my store, Busy Becca's Closet. I almost said Keelaroo. Busy Becca's Closet. It is the Thought You Should Know romper. It's super stretchy right here. Comes in like 5 colors. It's so freaking cute. You need to get it. Stretchy everywhere, but it's easy to just like throw on and go. And it's a romper, not a dress. And you can go to the bathroom with it on. I'm in a great marriage and it's not blasted all over social media. I think that's the difference. Yeah. And like, I've seen a lot of people who talk a lot about relationship advice. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword because I've seen a lot of people who give relationship advice and their marriage fell apart. And then there's people like me who I was very transparent with my relationship, but I also thought that I had a different marriage than what I did. So I've just told y'all like when it was good and when it was bad. But I also would share like, it's driving me crazy that he won't get a job, or it's driving me crazy that he's like spending so much money, or blah, 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 or whatever. So I don't know. If I went back and did it all over again, I'd probably pay attention to the red flags sooner, but I just didn't think he was smart enough to pull off the things that he did. And turns out he wasn't smart enough. He was greedy enough, and I'm never going to relate. Okay, I'm going to take all this down because it's going to drive me nuts. But I don't know that I've ever met a couple on social media who talks about their relationship so well that they are just like that in real life. Let me think about it. Okay, my friend Heather and Patrick. I think they have like the best marriage, honest to God. I think we all do. Like, he's just such a like, he only sees her, and she is like the easiest, chillest, most wonderful human. She takes care of all of us. She's a great human. You'll meet her next weekend. But her husband, I feel like he's like a good at his core. Like he wants to do for her. Now, one thing I'll tell you is they don't talk a lot about each other on social media. She does not talk bad about him to us, and I like that. But I've seen him and her together. We've gone on vacations. We invite him on our girls' trips. Like, he's just, he has a servant's heart, but he's not someone you walk all over either. I don't know how to explain it. He's just a really great guy, and she's just a really good human. So that may be like one of the only like really great examples. Shay and Chase have a really good relationship too, but they've been together for 500 years. Things are a lot different back then. Yeah. Other than that, I can't think of a whole lot of people where I'm like, oh, they have a great relationship. Yeah, no. I think Dom and Diamond have a great relationship too. I like their little vibe a whole lot, but anyways, bottom lash time. Dime, have you ever heard me say that before? I know, isn't that weird? But yeah, pretty much. Patrick and Heather are probably like my favorite couple for sure. Shay and Chase, but they're from like a different time, so the dynamic is a lot different. Like, Patrick will do like TikToks with Heather. I haven't seen him, but like I know if we asked him this weekend to do a fucking TikTok, he would do it with us. Like, he's just down for whatever. Shay and Chase are older, and so they're like in that more classic love phase. But I mean, Chase genuinely like loves her and does for her, and she wants to please him as well. And I like that, where it's like mutually like pleasing each other too. And like the thing I'm looking for now that I wasn't looking for then is I want someone that I can be proud of. I want someone that I can brag about. I want someone that I can learn from. I don't want to be with somebody who's like, I want to date someone smarter than me if I date anybody. And I want to date somebody who can teach me things and who I can like praise for the things that they do. I don't want to date somebody who's just a fucking leech. And that's definitely what I was with for a long, long, long time. But I got joy out of being that because I didn't see it like that. I saw it like, honestly, I saw it that way till everybody else pointed it out. And I was like, oh, like, because I thought you could never be with somebody just for money, for sure, right? Girl, yes, you can. So, and it took me a long time to get over him, even after the bad that he did. I mean, I still cry sometimes, and I'm just like, why would you do that, though? Like, I literally did love you so much. Ugh. But it doesn't matter why he did. It matters that he did. And because he's capable of that, he cannot have me. And you just have to let people do the dumb shit they do. He knows. He knows. He knows deep down that we all know. And that's the shit that, like, helps me sleep at night and probably don't keep him up. Because they say people like that don't care. Okay. 2 hours later. I'm finally ready for the day. I don't even know what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go help Karina help me. My dress is from my store. Go get it. I'm in a great marriage and stuff. Yeah, see? Prenup, for sure. We're not doing that without any... No. My husband actually helped me move out of my last relationship. He was my best friend for 11 years before we dated. There's something to that. That's a good one. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Nom. Sister, close the stove and come on. Y'all's motivation and drive needs to be matched to whoever you're with. Yeah, they got to match your energy, and not every energy, but they just got to match enough of the right energy. Like, and also, don't use social media. I need someone who's like nowhere near social media. I don't want you watching my stories every day. Like, I don't want you to tell me record this. I don't need you to do TikToks with me. Like, this is my job, and you're my husband, and they're totally different. I tell her that I believe friendships bring the best relationships. She also wants me to be with my high school boyfriend. I mean, my high school best friend. And that's not happening. So, no. Also, I have to answer a text. Hubs and I also knew each other since 2004. Started dating 2015. And I don't know anybody from my past that I would even be interested in, which I kind of feel like is a plus because that means I'm just like really not interested in people right now. I don't know. Can't believe like 3 hours ago I was thinking about dating 41 people. And now I'm like, God, I love my space. Also, does it look weird that my lashes are a little bit... Do my lashes look weird or no? They look good? Do you like them? You make me feel... Okay, I gotta go take some outfit pics. The website. I almost said Kiki LaRue again. You look so pretty. Now go take outfit pics and show us what we can buy. You need to get the new jewelry. This is the Jordan. This isn't online yet. This is from Lovely. This is the Jordan. It's my favorite. I like it better than the Luna. It's like a lighter gold, but it feels more expensive. So see the difference in the gold tones? This is the Alyssa, and I'm obsessed with this. There's also a 40% off coupon if you are part of the drop. The only way you can be part of the drop is if you... Let me show you the difference. If you are on the text message club list, I'll send out a text today. So look, write this down real quick. 1-833 337. What time is it? 2:20? Hold on. Hi, honey. So look, 1-833-337-6564. Text the word drop or text the word closet. Either way, it'll put you on my text list. Every Sunday night, you're going to get a coupon code you can use on basically like the items that are going to be featured in like a week and a half to 2 weeks. The websites are busybeccascloset.com. They're in my bio on Instagram. Okay? I just turned my page into a professional page today. Okay. Which one? This one's the Jordan. This one's the Luna. So Luna is like a darker gold color. It's more along the lines of like the 18 karat gold color, which is a deeper gold. And this is 14, so it's like a lighter gold. But I have a ton of jewelry, like all this. I love this chain too. I'll show it to you up close. You guys need to get, oh shit, drop down the sink. So the Luna is a little bit darker than the Jordan. And then, oh my hair, oh my face is wet. Just these necklaces. So they're 18 karat gold. It's like a darker, it's like a brassier color gold. And I took a shower with them just to make sure they did not do anything to me. Whoopi said he's been wearing his necklace every single day. So this necklace is the one that I like. Look, can y'all see my eyeshadow? Do I need to shave mine? The other day I was driving to Whoopi's school and I was like, there's like 30 hairs on my chin. See my, what's it called? Eyeshadow looks so good, right? Okay. This is the necklace that Krista owns. Krista, did you order the necklace and get it sent to my house or no? I thought you straight up called her. What did I say? Oh, I hope I didn't. 1-833-337-6564. And it's the new website. Wait, what did she say? I love seeing you rise from the flames. Oh, thank you. Hi, Leah. Love you, Bear. But do you see, like, on this video, right? Not a single mean person. We've been on here for like 2.5 hours. There's been 250, 300 people here at a time. Nobody's ugly at all. Like, it's hard for me to believe, like, some crazy bitch when, like, literally my reality is just not that. Okay. So you can make this one tighter. I might make this one looser. Look at this necklace, though. Like, I just am obsessed with this little chain. Okay. And then... But all the stainless steel gold-plated jewelry, it's not supposed to tarnish. Like, you don't want to, like, lay in the pool for 70 hours in it, but it's supposed to be waterproof, weather-resistant. Like, you know how mascara is waterproof? Like, you can eventually get it off, but you're going to have to do it for a while. That's the thing. So, whereas a lot of gold jewelry, like, it'll turn your skin green right away, which really a lot to do with the acidity in your skin, but also sometimes the jewelry. You don't want the jewelry to tarnish. So, the best way to make your jewelry not tarnish, too, is to keep perfume away from it. Put your jewelry on after you put your perfume on, which I don't ever do. I always put my perfume on first. Okay. So, I put this on backwards now, but I'm not taking it off. It's pretty, though, right? Okay. I have to go now. Okay, so we have a pact, right? We're going to do the subscriptions. We're going to... Do I need hair powder or no? I'm just telling you, some freaking clip-ins and lashes, like, and I just went from, like, 42 to 36 for sure. And I'm really 40. But I looked older. No, okay, we'll do the subscription. I'll set that up today. No 41 dates. I can't believe I even thought about it. I think I was, like, thinking about it to, like, distract myself from something else. I really do think that. My healthy brain says that. No 41 dates, but we will do 41 dates before I'm in a relationship. Okay? That'll be my pact. 41 dates. So what will it be before then? Like, but also, like, I don't want them sleeping with anybody else. Like, how do you do that? How do I say, I don't know, I'll just flat out say it. Like, look, you cannot, I mean, because I can say that just fine. But how do you say, oh yeah, and we have to go out 41 times before. I don't know. But also it would be fun, right? It wouldn't be cool to, like, document what the 41 things are that we do? If you can hang out with somebody 41 times and then them not be your boyfriend after that, like, I don't know. What are y'all, just best friends? One of y'all wants to sleep with the other person for sure. Because they always say, like, men and women can't be just friends because one of them always wants to hook up with the other one. Which was true, because even my, like, childhood friend, like, my whole life, he was, like, in love with me. And then as I got older, I was like, well, as I got older, like, more recently, I've been like, oh, yeah, he's cute. But then I'm like, no, he drives me fucking crazy. So, and there's a reason he's single. Okay, I love y'all. What they say? It will happen when it's time. Don't look back. We aren't going that way. Leah, are you coming to the launch party? Who's coming to the launch party on the 9th? You have to RSVP because I got to order food and I got to know how much to order. So this weekend we're doing Kendall's birthday. And then if you want to meet us at Marty B's after Kendall's birthday, y'all are more than welcome to come. No, that's next weekend. This weekend's Kendall's birthday. Next weekend is the launch party on Saturday from 6 to 8. And then if y'all want to meet at the Marty B's 80s party, like, I'm totally wearing a leotard. Hell yes. It's gonna be hot as shit outside. Okay, so next Saturday, let's all hang out at the Marty B's 80s party. Marty was so happy too. I'm telling y'all to come. I love seeing you ride. You're so nice. Thank you. Okay, the websites are Oh That's Lovely and busybecca's.closet.com. But you can't see anything on Oh That's Lovely yet because it does not launch till. Look here, I want to put powder on again. Stop doing that, Becca. It doesn't launch until September 9th. We got COVID, and so we pushed it back. What influencers inspire me? So, Carissa can tell you this, and I don't know why, but I don't follow people on social media really, which is kind of probably annoying. I don't spend a lot of time on like looking at influencer stuff, and I think that sucks. The influencers I do follow too are like people that don't live in the US, they live overseas, and I just like the way they dress. And then I don't dress like them at all. But who do I really like? I like this one girl because I followed her journey years ago when I first started, and she's not somebody that, her name is Stiletto Me Up, and like she dealt with the internet stuff for a long time, way back in the day. That's probably the only one I can think of that I like look at her stuff all the time. I like Whitney Rife, honestly. That'd probably be the one the most. But like Chris always says, like I don't just scroll on my phone. Everything I look at on my phone is like y'all stuff. It's all my friends. I don't have like, it's not a bunch of influencers in my highlight bubble at the top, like the people that are closest. I look at Landra Hughes, she's the best sister, and I just love keeping up with what she does every day. But really, like all the people that I follow truly are people that are like just doing regular shit. Who else? I love Kate Davis. She's from, I think she's from Dallas or somewhere. I don't know. I just think she's freaking beautiful. Who else? Chris, is there anybody else you can think of that I like? I love Whitney. Yeah. Oh, this chick named Taylor. I don't know her. Oh, her name's Taylor Made. She doesn't dress like me. She's the total opposite of me. But I fucking love her. She's like she's such a vibe. I don't know. I don't even know what she does. She does hair, I think. But her name's Taylor Made, Taylormade. And I think she's best friends with that popular influencer, and I didn't even know that. And I follow Taylor, and I'm like, oh, I know that girl in the picture. What's her name's Cassidy or something, which a lot of people like her too. She's cute. But yeah, I don't think that. Everybody else though, I literally follow regular people. Waiting for you to show me the Daphne necklace. Okay, I'll text you. Can you talk about the lash lift thing? Yes, I will post about that eventually. Don't buy it. I mean, do buy it. I do think it works. I'll post a link and I'll write a little paragraph about it on my stories. I do think it works. I just think somebody else needs to do it for you, because when you put that little pad on your lid, number one, your instinct is going to be you want to use like the peel. I'll show you all the pieces. That's just the best way to do it. My intention was to do it to myself, love it, and then film me doing the other eye. But by the time I finished doing the right eye, I was like, why the hell are my eyelashes like... like instead of being like a loop like this, they were like this. Not good. And now I'm like just waiting for them to fall out. Becca, you didn't say that. There was a typo from someone saying you ho, but she meant you go. Oh, no, not ho yet, but maybe ho would have been with 41 dates. I don't know. Also, that's like a lot of kissing people. If you end up going like liking them and then you kiss them, that's like 41 chances to get mouth herpes. Like, no, I can't do that either. Because y'all know I'm like a fucking germaphobe. Ask me about the guy that I dated before that got mad because he saw the STD kit in my Amazon cart. He's like, you could have told me in advance. I'm like, you literally saw it in my Amazon cart. It wasn't a discussion yet. We're on like date 2. But I'm just saying, like, before there's going to be any of that, there's going to be that. Oh, God. That was the rugby guy. Then he said he wasn't ready for that kind of commitment. Okay, homie. Wait, you went through what? I went through that crap recently. Then he said he wasn't ready for that kind of commitment. Listen, if a guy says I'm not ready for that kind of commitment, it means I don't like you enough. Period. If a girl says that, it's the same thing. Like right now, I'm like, I don't want to date anybody. I want to be single. And then yesterday, I'm like, fuck, am I feeling some type of way? Which, thank God, he can't see my stories, but I called Chris at like 1 o'clock in the morning. She called me this morning. She's like, what did you want last night? And I was like, I stayed up way too late. I think I might be catching some feelings or something. I don't know. Like, I think I might be like, do I want to like even go to dinner? I don't know. So, still navigating all that. Like, you don't want to, I just want to, how do you just be friends with somebody first? That's what I really want. I have to work, but I may try to come after. Okay, come out with us to Marty B's. Do I watch her? Cassidy, that's her name. That's Taylor's best friend. She's really cool. I do enjoy her. I just don't watch her often. I watch every day. I don't think there's anybody I watch every day. I mean, you guys. I spend any extra time. I never spend it scrolling. I spend it in my DMs. Or trying to convince myself that I need to take outfit pictures. Oh, Living with Landon. I love her. Okay, her. Even her I haven't gotten to watch enough, but if I could tell you to follow anyone, it would definitely be her. Living with Landon. Landyn. She's a little bit older than me. She did the whole like Busy Becca Live thing I want to do. So I had that idea in my head years ago, and she actually did that. Like, I didn't know her. She didn't know me. She didn't know I had the idea. I didn't know she had the idea. But what she did with her, like, Landon Live show was literally exactly what I was, like, brainstorming for Busy Becca Live. So now she is, like, goals for me. She is in a great marriage, I think. I don't know, because it's social media, but... Oh, Jesse James Decker. But again, like, we don't know these people, so... I'm just saying, like, in real life people, I would say the award for the best marriage probably goes to Heather and Patrick. If y'all get divorced, I'll be pissed off, because I'm looking like an idiot now. I love her name, and then her bestie. So, Taylor is such a vibe, right? Like, I love the way she talks. I love how she dresses. I'm like, I could never dress like that, but you look so damn good. Please be careful. STD is on the rise in Dallas and Houston. Oh, okay, we're good. Trust me. It's just me and my vibrator. I thought 41 dates with one person. Yeah. Mouth herpes, I don't want that. Like, I luckily have scot-free, nothing ever. Oh my God. My niece got it last week and was out there. Oh my God, I would literally die. Have to hang out in groups with him. You like Brandy. Oh, I love Brandy too. But again, that's not something, I don't watch her stuff every day because we don't have a lot like in common as far as like she works out and does all that fitness shit, but I love her. She is a very good human. She's extremely a good person at her core, and I'll never not love her. And honestly, like, she's how I even came to be on the internet, honestly. She's also how the trolls found out about me, but it's okay. It wasn't her fault. But also, if you follow only me and her, and probably classically Cassidy or whatever, I won't let you follow me. Because I'll know, like, you're just following people that people talk shit about on the internet. And isn't that so weird that I'm grouped with those people? Because they are, like, famous. I'm not. But I do love Brady so much. And I probably should follow her because my little fat ass needs to get on a diet. But, nope. Okay, I'm going to go put pick some new outfits on. I'm hot as shit now. Look. It's cute, huh? So cute. It comes in, like, a leopard color, too. It actually comes in like 4 colors. The yellow is really cute too. But it comes in leopard. It comes in yellow. I'm like being distracted because my phone's getting some text messages right now. So I gotta go. I love y'all. Have a good day. Okay, I'll save this video. God bless anybody who watches this whole video from beginning to end because it's long as shit. But I love y'all. Text message 1-833-337-6564. The word closet or drop. You'll get the drop text. There is a coupon code on Busy Becca's Closet. Just scroll down. Actually, I should put a coupon code that's a little bit bigger than the one that's on the website on my stories and only give it to people on my stories, huh? And we're about to have a reward program, like a loyalty program again. We're going to open up the rep program again. I'll tell you, the rep program for the Lovely Company is going to be really badass because you get hundreds of dollars in discounts. It's very easy to make a lot of money in commission off of the Lovely jewelry for sure. So, yeah, that's what you need to sign up for. And all you have to do is, like, buy the jewelry at a discount and then talk about it to your friends. Like, you'll even get a diamond tester with your, when you reach, like, a certain tier of your, I'll explain it all, but... stuff I've been working on in the background. But you can really make some money with that program for sure. Oh my God. Even I was like, dang, is this too generous? But that's what we're going to do for the founding girls for sure. Okay. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for spending the last